We're going to send live. We're live.
We're live.
We're live now?
Live.
Yep. All right, you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Tweet the link.
Whoop. I don't see you from the show account. I'll go till the show account says it's... Oh, here we go. All right, fine.
Okay.
Good afternoon from the windy city of Chicago, Illinois. I'm here. Jeff D. Lowe is here. Rico Bosco's here in his jacket, his wacky jacket. He's become one of these guys who's defined by what he wears now. He's he's more interesting because he's wearing a jacket.
It's cold, man.
Are we going to get...
He looked like a...
So he looked like John Lennon's killer today.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Like the white T-shirt, the glasses, like the eyes are crazy.
I didn't look great.
What's going on with the glass? What's going on with the eyes, I mean?
Took a bottle in the living situation that I'm in. Took a bottle of what I thought was contact solution.
Yeah.
Put it in there. Turns out it was contact cleaner.
Oh, okay.
There's big letters on there. Do not touch with eyes, this and that. So when I put it in, it was a fiery thing, kind of a little bit of an irritation with the cornea. Got some drops. We'll put contacts back in for the big show.
Is in your
tonight.
mouth right now?
Yeah, mints.
Does he professional to you, Jeff, or no?
No. It's like
It's unbelievable.
the earlier look was unbelievable, and you didn't look bad. You just dressed weird. I can't believe you made it through TSA.
I was in all black. I mean, shout out Davidson. They sent me a very nice hoodie, which will appear on Pick'em.
I thought it was
What?
mid joke. I decided I didn't like it, but
Okay.
I thought it was a Daver from Hole jab. I read it wrong. My eyes were bad. I regretted that immediately.
We're all just waiting for Rico's next interaction with Kenny Anderson on Twitter. Boy, was that riveting.
Are you getting reports sent to you, or are you?
I get my feet. You did fine, but it was funny. Did you see it or no?
Oh, it's very funny.
It was funny.
Did you see the second part of the
Yes,
interaction?
yeah.
That's the funny part.
Rico's tweeting at Kenny Anderson, which is fine. I've always said the best college point guard I've ever seen is Kenny Anderson.
Tom Kilchowski, rest in peace, said Kenny Anderson was the best high school prospect he's ever seen out of New York.
Totally buy
He
that.
was unreal.
Incredible at
Malloy
Georgia
High
Tech.
School, unreal.
Incredible at Georgia Tech. That great movie made on Bobby Hurley. You know, the triple behind the back.
Yep.
So Rico texts him, whatever, and he's like, hey, he's like, you ever get in touch with these old coaches? And
You have anything nice to say about your old coaches?
Kenny's
in
like,
the
oh, I hope
league?
they're doing well. Rico's like, oh, they're dead, but yeah.
Two of the three I mentioned were dead. He goes, oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, so.
Yeah, you'd be building relationships.
Yeah, network. We're trying to get them on. Yeah.
We can't. It's been a busy day for me here today, and for Rico. I can't give anything away though. There's a lot we can't give away. There's so much.
Big day for you. Were in a lot of content.
A lot of content today. There's so much I can't. I want to say, but I can't.
Yeah.
Dan kind of teased it on. It has it all. So if you've been following Pick'em, you probably know what's coming around this
I
time
came
of
on
year.
Pick'em for a while, and it helped Rico out or joined the conversation.
Massively helped. Yes.
Yeah, and things are good. I think.
The two of us, when we're working level-headed together, is an unstoppable duo.
It seems like that falls more on one side than the other.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm usually more level-headed than you are in these situations.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You can get a little fiery, but in this situation, yes, you can. No, hold on. In general, you don't get fiery.
I do, but I feel like with you, I've been. I don't know why you're. It seems like you're almost negative about the situation.
Yeah, it's just kind of. I don't know. It's getting a little old. I carried you for a trivia championship. I carry you for the new stuff with Pick'em. Like, I don't know. Don't you want to walk on your own at a certain point? He doesn't like that.
I mean,
all
we
right.
can-
All right, he doesn't like that.
Bosco bits.
He doesn't
today.
like that one. He doesn't like that
No,
one.
it's fine. It's
That's a good lead-in for your trivia match tonight, though. Huge trivia match.
huge trivia match. Now, won't give
Yes.
anything away. It's a good one though. It's definitely
Yeah.
worth watching. Which leads into, of course, on the finale of Surviving Barstool. We then find out who wins the competition, and then we have a reunion. The gang is back together, right out in that basketball court.
Yep.
Getting it done, all of us. And I'm telling you,
You can't speak till you shoot. You make a three. That's
Ooh,
the rule. Yeah.
Wow. Jeez.
It's tough.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna be easy for some people. Tension is in the air. Tension for several reasons. Tension's in the air. I think people are gonna get what they are gonna get a bang for their $9.99 tonight. That's what I would say.
I think they get it before the reunion. I think this is
Yes.
There's a big moment tonight for you. I think that seems. I think it's been obvious since you were eliminated that like you'd have a moment here at the end. So I won't spoil that, obviously.
Yeah,
but,
Rico too, and
Yeah.
there's just a lot. There's a lot going. Even now, I'm like, I don't want to spoil anything.
No,
I was on the show the other day, and I mentioned you being eliminated. I was like, oh fuck, did he?
You didn't know, right?
I just forgot, but I remember then you had been. So Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be. Do you think things are going to get ugly tonight?
I don't know about ugly, but I do think pay-per-view, end of the year. I think obviously
End of the year.
like it's usually Dave has some times where things go a little crazy. 4th of July, end of the year. I do think, flying everybody out. It's Christmas parties. It's a wild time. I could see some fireworks. I agree.
Yeah. What's your take on it? 'Cause you're not hosting the actual.
No, I'm not. It was kind of tossed around before we aired it, and then I think my involvement was so close to what was happening,
right,
that it just didn't make sense for me to kind of come back, because I kind of go back and forth on the things in the tribal, and then it's like to do that again for the live, like
biased.
Let's mix it up. Like let's just have. I've seen too many behind the scenes things, so we have Quiqs is hosting, Kelly Quiqs, who hasn't. Who was there a little bit in the office, but like she wasn't there the last 2 days,
right.
So really just gets it as like a fan perspective, which I think is the best way to do it.
Yeah, hopefully she'll stir up some shit and we'll see how it goes, I guess.
It could happen. I think there could be.
I'm talking to everybody. I've talked to almost everybody involved, and stuff's in the air. I think I've talked to almost every participant there tonight in the last 24 hours. This morning I was downstairs getting ready to come here, and some fan came by and was talking to me. And he's like, "Oh, just so you know, Feitelberg and Tommy are having breakfast in the lobby."
Okay.
No, I'm like, "Oh, great! I'll go see them." Sure enough, it was Feitelberg, Tommy, and Nate.
Your guy.
I got sucked in. So yeah. So Nate is all work.
There are people who are leaning on you to be the guy tonight, though. I think.
Yeah.
And I think that's not foolish. I think you might, but I think some people.
If it's organic, I'll do it.
If they got shit to say, they should just say it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Rico's asking me to say shit about Jerry. He's afraid to do it. So like, that's fine. I'll do that for Rico.
Yeah.
But, I talked to Jerry yesterday. Swear on Catherine and Harrison, the biggest Bosco fan there is, Harry Minihane.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm never talking to Rico again.
That's what Harry said? Or
No,
Jerry?
Jerry.
Oh.
Jerry.
Yes,
Jerry.
Yeah, I was trying to find them today. I probably got to talk to him a little bit. But
I don't think he's any coming back from that.
come back from what exactly?
I don't really quite understand it, but he's mad.
Yeah,
we can settle it now, but like I'd rather do it tonight.
We were okay in the game. I think it's in between. I think that everybody kept thinking that there was a point where the two of us completely bumped heads in the game,
right,
which we didn't. But I do think, his allegiances to Che were very obviously higher on the depth chart than me,
right,
which you get a little annoyed at. But yeah, I probably got to smooth it over. I would like to smooth it over.
I can't figure. I'm down on PFT, who I do like. I don't like the way he makes Jerry like a charity. A lot of things are. If asked, I will answer tonight. That's what I will say. So we'll see.
A lot to play out. Like I'm telling you, like there are some.
Even the episode tonight.
This is a great episode.
Yeah.
It's a really good episode. The last few, challenges in movements to get down to the eventual final three. Everyone gets up and makes a speech in tribal. And then with a lot, it's a really good episode. Strong.
Okay, so we have all that. I don't want to walk any minefields. It's been a weird enough day here today. So watch it. We're gonna get to the final three. It's gonna be great. The tribal leading into it's unbelievable, and then the live thing should be great.
I've been mentioning the gifable moments.
Right.
It does. It's tonight.
Good.
Justin's asked me every episode. Just like, is this the one? Like, no, not yet. It's tonight. There's some funny little clips.
I have some show questions. The Kirk Minihane show. A couple. Well, first of all, we should. I tweet. I got absolutely hoodwinked today.
So did I.
By Quiqs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
a lot of people did.
Like I was gonna text you and be like, "Are you fucking okay?" Like I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Wait. When you thought your studio was underwater?
No, we'll get there in a second.
Oh, that looked legit. I didn't see the Quiqs thing.
The Quiqs tweet about
Oh,
Jeff
that's
trivia.
I just saw that other one, by the way.
Yeah. I saw that. Wait, is that real?
No, it's not real.
I know that she doesn't love pulling clips up on the screen in front.
Wait,
of us.
what?
We got it. I'll.
Yeah, the Quiqs one.
You pulling down the thing is not real?
Well, you pulled out the thing.
What's behind it isn't real. What's behind it isn't real. I mean,
So
oh,
here
it's
it
a
is.
Quiqs. All right, I haven't seen this angle yet.
Yeah, if you look closely, you got to be a.
It looks fake now, but like on the phone, like you watch it.
Yeah,
like it looks here. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah,
no, okay, I didn't see that.
So what is
a
that?
watchful Minihane show eye will note that is
Augustus's room. I knew right away. Yeah.
Which I actually said on the yak, so it was actually really funny because you can tell in the yak room who listens to your show knows your show because when we talked about it, and I mentioned like the Augustus room thing, Dan really didn't flinch because like it's not new to him.
Right.
And everyone else is like, what the fuck?
Kevin brought it to me on radio today. He's like, what's going on here?
Kevin thought it was real.
Yeah, I thought it was
Sass thought it was real.
Yeah, knowing the show, I would have known not to get hoodwinked.
Is it?
I did.
Am I wrong on this? Is that like the other side of the room is cleaner? It's like his
a
half
little
is,
bit, but that's a
okay.
little oversold too.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the house is a pigsty. Look at that's fucking disgusting.
the hoarding of the medicine bottles.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't know what that is. Vitamins, like
he never really explained it to us.
It's a fire hazard. Somebody should tell him too.
Very funny by Quiqs.
Very he is very good
funny.
at what he does.
Quiqs is the point now where it's almost like tonight's trivia should almost be like elimination. Like whoever scores the fewest amount of points between Hank and Rico would be out, and Quiqs would come in. Like that kind of.
Could you imagine adding a champion mid-season?
That would be great.
Never been done before.
And he's not gonna.
Well, Mincy technically was traded.
Yeah,
last,
Rico
but not
talking
like
shit to me at the start of the show. Quiqs would never do that.
Nope.
So.
You guys go at it a little in the beginning. The trivia is
Rico's fucking unbelievable. I could spoil this. The start of trivia tonight. Is it on or no?
Oh, I left it in.
Oh, good.
It's very
The
funny.
start of trivia tonight.
I don't even remember.
So the start of trivia, we're getting ready. We're always in the group. Rico knows this. Like, I'm not interested in talking before the match.
Oh yes.
So Rico's got his phone like this. He's like, hey. And it's like you can't hear that. You go like, dap, 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 some audio, and he goes, oh, hey. He's like, hey, Jeff, did you hear Shane Gillis? He loves Surviving Barstool. and of course, he's talking about Rico. So I'm like, well,
of course.
He plays like 6 times.
Well, it does loop when you leave it up.
Like nobody cares.
Right.
I pulled it up in the
good
middle of the
press.
match
You did
at
say
one
it.
point.
Said I
'cause
like
was
the good
like,
press.
Good press.
I was like, I'm curious what his tweet caption is. And so I went to Rico, assuming Rico retweeted it, but Rico tweeted the video himself. It said, glad to see Shane Gillis is a rider or something. I was like, oh, of course.
It was ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
If you think anything gets smoothed over in this match, it does not. I'm not saying it's win or lose, but it's pretty. You guys are. It's a great match. It's a testy match throughout.
Yeah, it's probably the last time, like I said, Carl and Castellani. I imagine will be out 31st of December. So, right? Well, Carl out of the company, Castellani out of the planet, probably, but at least not above ground. No.
I'm just kind of worried about myself. I'm not touching that one.
I'm kidding. I'm
not
kidding.
touching
Of
that
course, I'm kidding. But the other thing is this absolutely terrible show tweet with this water thing. What the fuck? What is this?
I was gonna pull it up. We've all seen it. That was.
Is Coleman on?
Until they show Augustus.
I'm right
at the
here.
end, I thought it was real.
What? I don't understand. What's the joke here?
I don't know. It wasn't really a joke. It was just kind of like
So it was serious?
no. It wasn't
Well,
serious.
hold on. You said so the stew is actually underwater?
Yeah, we are drowning right now. Gus is
What's
gone.
What's the joke?
It wasn't really a joke. I just kind of knew that it would maybe be like a cringe ruffle feathers type tweet, and I figured you would go back at it. And I don't know. That's kind of a something that the show account
It's
has,
like
has kind of
old lady figuring out technology. Type
It got
thing.
some
look
people,
what my
though.
phone can do.
Just do some fucking work. Like, what is that?
Well, we were doing work
tweeted
as
it?
well.
That's a Coleman tweet.
That was a Coleman tweet for sure.
Yeah, that's a Coleman.
Did you see as that was tweeted? Justin put out a very comprehensive schedule of all your appearances.
Yeah, I
tonight
did see
and
that.
the times.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that. Yeah.
I didn't know exactly what time we were starting with this, so I couldn't really do all that. But I saw Justin tweet
Did we
it.
tweet that out today? That we're 3 to 5 Eastern. Did you tweet that out? Somebody did. No.
Yeah, but I didn't
it
know
was,
the
yeah.
exact show start time. Like that was the
What's that to do
window.
with the fucking water tweet?
Well, that was because Jeff brought up the schedule of your different shows today. So I was like, okay.
I don't even understand the tweet. I don't even like. What's the joke?
It wasn't really a joke. It was
Well,
just
it wasn't serious though.
no, it wasn't
I don't know. I
serious.
think
It was just that it was
internet hijinks. I don't.
It was a
that's
trend
kind of
that
thing.
was
Like,
coming
you
up.
Fake people out.
within
You
your
think that
pages.
Fake people like that. Augustus was swimming underwater. In
No,
the
no,
studio?
no. But the whole time I thought you really were underwater.
It might show that we don't do that. Like I don't care about that.
You got a new regime now, man. I don't know. You got new soldiers.
I don't even understand.
You don't know
These
what you
guys are not
got till
soldiers.
it's gone.
These guys aren't soldiers.
Bring
No,
back Davey.
Yo, yeah. I mean, I don't even get the.
Oh, I had to.
I don't get it either. Yeah.
Ruffling feathers.
Speaking of old soldiers, maybe consiglieres, I had to go back into the phone and realize that was Steve Robinson. Very embarrassed by that.
Yeah, Steve texted me. He was laughing about it.
Yeah.
Who'd you think it was?
Random asshole.
Oh, that's why you told him to drop dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So I
Steve
would
was
not
actually being nice. He was trying to be.
agree,
saying
but
there's more to life
it's
than-
one of those things when somebody comes in, you don't know who it is. I just assume it's they got it illegally. Let's put it that way.
Sure. What'd you have his name as?
Didn't have it. That
Oh, you
I
never
would
know.
never. No, I would never have sent
I
it.
if
To
you
him.
had like a nickname for. Okay.
Oh,
gotcha,
no.
gotcha.
Steve?
No.
No,
Okay. Gotcha.
I would say if Steve sent me. I actually talked to Steve beginning of Surviving Barstool. He texted me about Surviving Barstool. I would say out of your last two producers, not counting Coleman and Gus, I would say Steve is like 10 out of 10. Like him and I get along, likes me. I think Coleman wants to be. I think Coleman wants to hate me.
Oh, wait, but yeah.
He wants to be. He wants to.
You have a
dislike
problem
me.
with him?
No, I like Dave a lot, but I
Yeah.
feel like he's always.
Oh, he's going after you or no?
I don't know, like when he's on, he didn't like the
I
stuff
muted
for
him, like,
Surviving, and then
forever,
he didn't like when I mentioned how I remember I joked about how in Saka were in kind of like lost their powers. And
Oh,
didn't
he
that.
didn't like
I
that.
like Dave. I
He
think
didn't
Dave
like
thinks
that.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
I'm a Dave guy.
He's not doing that. Who cares? The other thing I don't understand is this fucking
Daddy.
this this Gus stuff. What did you see these? Can you put these tweets up?
These clips are.
I just found
fucking
these. David
crazy.
Maryland, who's a great Twitter follow,
Okay.
found these old Augustus tweets, and I don't know what the hell. We're gonna have to explain. Gus, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Maryland.
All right, hold on for a second.
I didn't even see this.
Type on a fucking Mac. I'm sorry.
I can play the audio from this end if that helps.
Yeah, it's a great
I got a few people. I need to talk to you about this.
About
I got a
what?
few people on the network reaching out to me, be like, "Hey, would you jump on this show?" I know you've had a lot of like hostility with the network.
No, you're good. That's fine.
Coleman will play the audio. Do you want the audio?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Perry's a little holy water.
Yeah, but it's one of those like.
Well, don't do it if you don't want to do it.
Well, yeah, I've been in the
Hold
big-
on a second.
I've been in the bigs. I'm gonna go back and play for like the not Worcester Sharks. That's hockey, but Pawtucket Red Sox.
By going on the network?
If you feel like you're too big for that,
I'm
Jared
not saying
Barabas
I'm
has
too
done it.
big.
I mean,
Okay,
Dan
yeah.
Katz has done it.
Okay, all right.
I think I'm doing a show
Jeff's
Friday.
doing it. I've done it.
All right.
If it's too big, if it's if you feel like you're
just
bigger than
asking.
me, that's fine.
I'm
This
I'm just gonna go on alone. I offered Mutt like if you don't want to go on, but he didn't seem.
I'm
to
just
wanna-
asking.
would be like if Yarmir Yager had sex with like a retarded groupie. that is what would happen. Like that.
These
that would
clips
be-
of Augustus, he looks. How long ago were these?
Oh God, like 2010,
How old are you there? Like 20?
2019, yeah.
Kind of looks older.
So this is all during your controversial Twitter things.
This was This was a project for one of my classes. I had to interview someone.
Okay, you must have knowing the show that these were going to be unearthed someday. no?
I've been teasing this since the producer search. I'm surprised it took this long.
Okay, who can forget those teasers?
That's almost worse.
All right, so let's hear this first one. Go ahead. I haven't seen this. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Set it up, Gus. What is this?
For a class project, I had to interview someone, so I chose my friend Ray. And I had, at the time in college at my school's TV station, I had a show called The Goose Scoop.
Why is that the name of the show?
Because my nickname was Goose.
Why is that?
Because it went from like Augustus
Oh, gotcha.
to Augustus to Goose. It just kind of developed.
Why they go from Augustus to Augustus?
I don't
That
know.
one I don't get. Huh?
I don't know. People just started calling me that and just stuck.
Okay, so the goose.
You know how the pals are.
I'm surprised you didn't call it the goose step, knowing some of your old tweets. But it's a different conversation. All right, go ahead.
I missed that one.
Isn't that the Nazi one? Is that the no?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that wrong?
I don't know.
Goose stepping?
Thank
No,
you, bro.
am I wrong? Probably getting
As
it wrong.
mentioned before, I am joined today by a guest who has an opportunity to not only become a television host, but can evolve into a local legend. Thank you for coming on the show today, Raymond. Or do you prefer Ray?
Ray's good. Thanks for having me.
All right, Ray. How did you first hear about the road show's Search for a Star competition?
Well, they advertise it pretty well. I saw a bunch
like
of
Dylan- looks like Dylan
television commercials. I heard it on
Klebold.
the radio, online. So the word got out pretty well.
This is an
And somehow he's the
extensive
less
Yeah,
weird
the
looking
same,
one
yeah.
in this. It's like a worse version of Zach Galifianakis
It
between
is.
two ferns.
Oh, yeah, with any star power. What is this?
It's a fern between two nerds.
It's,
hear this.
it's just a class project that I had, and we were talking about he was trying out down in Rhode Island. There was a host opening for a talk show, like a morning talk show thing, and he was
Okay.
one of the people for it.
Is the other one real? The
Yeah. Oh, that one's a mockumentary my friend Nick and I did where we were going to find all the bathroom graffiti throughout campus.
okay. Hold on. So here's he says when he's drunk he does a good Apu from The Simpsons, because he said the guy Fred Azaria who plays him on the show, as he called him.
It's interesting that these videos were shot in schools because both of these guys give vibes that they have to be 500 yards away.
They were colleges, Rico. They were colleges.
All right, let me hear this. Go ahead.
That's still a school.
ever since we started filming this episode, people have been telling me and calling me constantly that I need to check out something very special about the Gage Hall bathroom.
The fuck is
now,
wrong
these
with
stalls
Holy
apparently are
fuck.
perfectly
What's the joke
clean.
here?
There's nothing.
I don't know what the joke was. We just thought this would be
Why is
funny.
anybody earlier like this underwater video? You don't get the. You're talking in the Indian accent. You don't, like. Does anybody understand? What's the joke?
The joke of the Indian accent was just an accent I would do. So we just wanted to shoehorn
You
it
do
in.
the Indian accent the whole video?
Only for this one segment, because I had like 3 different reporting personas.
Let me hear more of it. Go ahead.
Them on the wall. But where this graffiti is really going to come into play is if we're taking here, apparently it's not on the stalls perchance, but it's something more. How can I say this politely?
Gave up on the
In your
accent.
face.
that's fucking
We opened the
terrible.
door
Even
into the men's room.
this is a school college project?
Yeah, this was just a mockumentary we wanted to
Turn
make.
this into a professor?
Yeah.
ITT Tech was fucking hard.
I don't even understand.
Like, what was the reaction from people in the class?
Nobody was laughing, right?
Some people were. They were just like, that's Goose being Goose.
Yeah, that was one of those. Yeah, they didn't want to be on the kill list.
It's fucking unbelievable. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, there you go. Any other videos like that, Gus, or no?
Not that's come public yet. There's more
Well,
episodes.
that's not really. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Any
no,
other ones?
the only one I've actually been. Oh, there is the video of
about
me
just-
doing the thing.
Giving the reins to Coleman, and letting him just do content. Be like, all right, here, Gus.
It's kind of what I would like.
What did
Yeah, it's,
No, I know. I mean, this is like it's so bad, but if it
Right.
was his it was his full job. Like,
right. He's 30 now. What's that?
What did Steve, Italian Steve,
Stephen Gloucester?
yeah,
Yeah.
what did
Oh,
he
he
tweeted a pull the plug gif at Coleman yesterday,
Did he really?
Bro,
or at you
he's-
about something Coleman
Is
posted.
he even bothering you?
No, he's in the DMs. He seems harmless, but the stuff when he just is answering his own questions that you played the other day, I was crying.
Unbelievable.
And then Quiqs was quoting that too. He goes, "Was Quiqs too vanilla for Team Minihane?"
Quick's become a Minifan.
What's the problem with Feitelberg?
You can kick off the team.
It's unbelievable.
All right. What else? What else we have, guys?
I had them send me
Oh,
their lists of what their Coleman. Did you send me your list?
It was all I compiled both of ours into that one doc for you, so it was just easier.
Okay, so
can I get? So, do we know who is who or no? Jeff, pick a random story. Do you
Okay.
know who is who or no?
I unless did you guys label it in there? I'm about to open it.
No, we had a couple on our own, and then we just compiled together after that. And
Let me
put
see
it
if I
in
can
one.
guess who pitched who.
Worth not throwing under the bus. I did ask for their top 5 each.
Top
Wait,
5.
quickly, because I don't think this is the top 5. Did you get a comment from Coleman about Tommy DeVito?
What about
Giants quarterback, just in general. I mean, winning games.
Yeah,
Got the family dominating.
the
The fucking agent.
yeah,
So every Monday night they play,
Dago
they play an
Dominator,
NFL
right?
game.
What? The
Coleman.
Dago Dominator.
Thank you for that. It's good to
Taken
know.
off yet or no? No,
I don't think so.
the Sicilian Slinger.
Yeah.
What do we have?
I don't know.
You can say whatever you want about the time. It's beautiful. You can do it.
Yeah. I don't know. That's something they got going. The tailgates and the agent.
The agent. Yeah.
Also, I wanted to say, if I was DeVito, why is the agent taking phone calls on the field?
That's very strange.
It should be. I'm your biggest guy.
You see, the agent wrote a book about beating Portnoy.
Yes.
That's pretty funny. in high school.
Crazy.
That's funny.
The progression of stories on here is
You think Coleman has a take on Tommy DeVito?
It was one of my
If he's
topics.
watching the games. I don't know how much he's watching.
What's that, Coleman?
I had it as a topic, as well.
Well, you giving it away.
All right, fair.
Get rid of
Sorry.
that one.
I didn't think it was on
so.
there.
First one up is
That's fresh on. What's that?
Harvard
Wednesday?
president. Yes, Harvard president.
That could be either one of them. I'll say that's Coleman. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Second, number 2 is inauguration. No wait. The recent Boston Globe transphobic remarks.
Same
from-
thing, basically, right? Or
Yeah,
no?
same thing. That's from Shirley Leung. Yeah. Okay. And then Mayoru hosting holiday party for elected officials of color.
I
That's
saw
3.
that the mayor sent out. They said it was not true, but an invitation for colored, not elected people of color only party. Seems a little rough, but okay. I mean, I don't know.
For the Tom Kern Belichick news, which he has walked back. I just saw. Like,
What did
10
I
minutes
say?
ago. You said,
What did I
like,
say?
Our rundown is now outdated. You
Okay, I
basically-
told you. I told you it was bullshit.
You're like, I think he's wrong.
How do you walk it up? Walk it back. What do you say?
Where is it? I think somebody. I'll read. the
Belichick's not
quote.
going anywhere. That's a Kirk Minihane guarantee.
I DM that one to you,
Yep,
Jeff.
He'll be coaching the Patriots next year.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, Augustus did DM it to me. Point for Augustus. He said, but things could change.
Oh, I mean, what the fuck?
That
No shit.
eliminates the whole
Then
thing.
you're done. Your whole report is
He's
gone.
taking both sides.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Number 5 was Tommy DeVito and his agent.
Tommy.
Wow. Yeah, great.
I guess he haven't done a show since
What am I gonna say about
your surprise drop on Monday morning.
Well, you watched the game, right? Why don't you come down for one of the streams?
I did the stream. I did some streams during Surviving.
Yeah.
I did.
I know.
On there.
Just saying, Monday night, come down.
Oh, that'd be great.
The
Yeah.
pals.
Yeah.
Frank.
Fred Couples.
Which was that? Which take was better?
It's original.
Fourth,
It's
or
original.
fourth, or 12th take? Which one was
It's
better?
original.
You put the thing in his mouth?
Yeah. I took Frank to a high school basketball game Friday night.
I saw that.
3 articles they've written about it now. It's buzzing.
Who's they?
Staten Island Advance. That's not a lie.
Wow.
3 different articles. Like, yeah.
Have they really?
They're just hitting
What
the.
the fuck
you
is
know,
the third story about?
I don't know. I think it's good. We're good for
3
sports.
days of front page news. out
Going,
of
then I
this.
think it's something else. Yeah, I don't know. It's not front page news, but yeah, it's. I think it's internet only.
When you
but-
say you take Frank, do you like drive him?
no, he met me with Janks. We did a hot dog review.
Okay, nice.
So this was again not really giving anything away, but I've told the story. The place, shout out Kettle Black, great place. They had to add hot dogs to the
Go have him
menu.
just for Frank.
Yeah, right. For that, and they also thought, hey, Frank's a big influencer. Like this could take off.
So now hot dogs are on the menu full time.
They ordered 6, and they're gonna take a shot. But you know, after it debuts, maybe they'll bring it back. But it kept being like Frank. They did us a favor and added them to the menu, like
Right.
special for you. You think you can like help me out? He's like, best I can do is just CNI
Give it a good
single.
grade?
Yeah, CNI single. He's ripping apart the bun.
The
He's like,
CNI single is bad.
He's
That's
like
not
this.
good.
This dog to bun ratio is like brutal. I'm like, Frank.
He did hot dog geography obviously for the 1v1
Yes,
this
I
summer,
remember
and I had to watch them to research them.
Yeah.
And I kind of just got into a lull, and I made it through like 20. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
It's a-
why I've watched so many of these.
It's a
now.
remarkable experience because
I love them.
He's walking around with the camera. He's flipping out that he can't get the light on.
Yeah,
My wife's there, like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
that's funny.
yeah, it was an interesting
All right,
experience.
so all these stories are terrible.
Fred Couples next.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Cover the rundown.
What's Fred
Rest in
Couples'
peace.
problem?
You gonna have to live again.
What?
You gonna
Yeah.
have to live again.
Oh yeah, okay.
Andre Brower passed away yesterday.
Yeah, I was bummed out about that. I was a big fan of Men of a Certain Age. That's the Scott Bakula,
Oh, yeah.
Ray Romano. You like that show, Rico?
Men of a certain age.
Yeah, Bakula, Romano, Andre Brower. It was on TNT. It's on Max. Do you have Max?
I'm gonna get it back.
Okay, it's on Max. It's good. 2 seasons, really good. Obviously, Homicide. Obviously, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I mean, he was in Glory. That's the first time I ever saw him. Great. I was bummed out to see that. Good actor. Always like, just good in everything. He was in whatchamacallit?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the recent.
Yeah, I was thinking of a
comedy,
movie.
yeah.
I feel like he was in something.
He was in something very recent. That's gonna fucking kill me.
Yeah.
I tried to get live show tickets to a podcast that we both listened to.
Yeah, Rico didn't care that Andre Brower's dead.
No,
I didn't know.
Guy, the family,
But it
of
fits
life,
in.
and
It
now
fits
he's-
into like, without giving it away, like rewatchable movies. So there might be a live show. I was trying to
Really?
check that out.
You like that show more than I do. I feel like it's hit or
But
miss.
it's got to be the right movie.
The right people.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
if it's a certain.
I'm a lights, camera, barstool guy myself. But whatever.
I am as well. You can listen to.
I don't know. I kind of think about going to the Ringer now. So
I've heard Andy Mayo said that.
yeah, the way that he's pitching it so well. It's,
You actually said on the rundown. When I do the rundown, I'm like, I know I can't be super KMS specific because most people don't know what the fuck's going on. We were talking about Belichick being replaced, and Jeff said to me, what about Mayo? And I was like, I almost wanted to be like, nobody wants fucking Mayo anymore. Because I was thinking of Andy. I was actually thinking of Andy Mayo.
Yes.
you did look at
If
me.
you look, there's a pause where I'm kind of like, do I even get into this?
And I was like, does he know I'm talking to like? Does he not know who Gerard Mayo is?
I was like, is he making this is a show reference? Like, I guess Mayo could do it.
Unbelievable.
Golden Globes number 8, no host.
There's no
They're
host. right?
struggling to get a host.
Yeah,
When
CBS,
are they
right?
doing that? Is that the night before Martin Luther King Day? That's when the Golden Globes should be. Oh no, maybe not, because they moved back to play. All right, here's why I liked it. The day before Martin Luther King Day,
You stay up late.
yeah. You're off the next day. Was usually AFC NFC Championship weekend.
Right.
So you go 3 to 6. Start the Golden Globes at like 9:30, whatever. Or, whatever.
used to do that,
I
yeah.
kind of like that through. It's a nice little like double dip. Like you're sitting there all day, and your wife's like, "Can I watch something?" And the Golden Globes are on. I kind of like that. They're a little drunk.
I like to think
It's
more about
funny.
what Martin Luther King did, but that's fine. Like you do whatever you want. I think more about the man. But okay,
Yeah, right. You're right.
That's fine.
You're right.
Yeah, I know. I think it's later this year. I think.
Well, the
Oscars
Super
definitely
Bowl's
later.
later,
right.
so they can't do it that.
Are you
the
going to the Super Bowl?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, unless we'll see how dinner goes tonight, but I don't think so. I don't think there's a fit.
No, same here. Yeah, I'm not going.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an element of like, where do you fit in? So you can't do everything. There's certain things I care more about as well.
Like what?
Final Four.
Yeah.
Like pick between the two. Like again, there's no real spot for me at the Super Bowl. There is for the Final Four, so go. So it is what it is.
Where's that this year?
Scottsdale.
Oh, it's back at Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or well, technically Glendale is where the
Oh,
game
you mean the
is.
Final Four? I thought it was in the Super Bowl. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, what?
You
Super Bowl.
Final Four, right?
Yeah, Final Four.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we
Super
don't.
Bowl's
I'm not
Vegas,
looking ahead for the dozen.
I would love that. I'd love to be back in Arizona.
What's that for?
Final Four.
Well, you're there
Maybe
for that, right?
maybe me and Mutt will go if UConn makes it.
Now it's confirmed that the live championships will be in Chicago, huh?
The whole dozen tournament will be in this office.
All right.
And then you go, if you make the Final Four, you go the next night or
Re-
2 days later, depending on when you win.
Really?
1 week, just all done.
Kirk, healthy debate. As a current champion
Yeah.
who didn't open the season in his home territory,
Right.
what do you think about, how like the NFL honors the fast prior champion hosting the season, or at least opening the season with a home game? The champions now are going on the road, potentially, where
Where?
we saw a hostile environment.
I like that better.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer. I've done both. Boston.
Yeah,
was great. I prefer. We didn't win in Boston. We won in Chicago.
2-0, 2-0
good
with
point.
booze.
Are you saying Glendale or are you saying Chicago? What are you saying?
I'm saying Boston.
Oh, I don't care. Are we?
Wait, so what are you going to
doing
do for
one
the
in Glendale?
audience? Wait,
No.
so the Final Four will be in another full audience?
No, I'm just talking about going to the Final Four if my team makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I
Okay,
spun
you're
it
not
into
doing
the
trivia
dozen.
thing there.
Oh, no, the dozen, that'll be full audience, yeah. The office in here, I don't think we'll have an audience. I don't think we can
Wait,
bring
is
people
the
in here.
dozen doing a Final Four one?
No.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Final Four.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
it
Confusing
dozen.
dozen.
because we call our trivia
Yes.
the Final Four.
Gotcha. Right. So you're saying no? I want to do it where we won last time.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, you're good with the booze. You're 2-0 when getting booed.
But that doesn't bother.
It
me.
makes the phone a friend so brutal. Though.
It's great though. It's good. It's good
You
content.
got it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad came through.
That's a big thing. I keep making that notice. So we got to make sure the mix of the crowd noise is better this year.
Yeah,
I
it didn't
want.
quite
Oh,
translate.
man.
I
it was-
want people at home to experience it the way that you guys
For
did.
sure.
It
So
is.
bad.
It's the one thing I regret from that because people don't hear it. The Brad call is unbelievable.
Incredible. The place was nuts.
Stories start to drop off after Globes.
We already peaked.
Yeah.
Who do you think should host the Golden Globes?
They mentioned like Will Arnett. Like, what are they? The
Who had like a good year?
smartless guys.
Ben Mintz, maybe?
Is DeStefano big enough to host it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, not Hamill Burst.
Okay.
Jared, did Carmichael do it one? No. What's his name? Gerard what's his name? Carmichael?
Did he do one?
Didn't he do one? No, am I making that up?
I've kind of I don't remember the last couple of hosts. And well, then 2 years I didn't even do one.
Right. I'm fine with no host too. Who's Kimmel's doing the Oscars?
Yeah.
You know what you do.
They fucked that up last year.
What's that?
It was on Selection Sunday. I didn't watch a second of it.
You think the Oscars fucked that up?
Yeah.
You think it's a cross? I guess it's a crossover. I
That was
suppose.
great though. I love that brackets then the Oscars.
That's a good night.
No. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm like locked in the cave then, just analyzing, cutting numbers. You know what I mean? Like,
So these are all the stories we have, Coleman and Gus?
Zac Efron. No, there's it's now we.
Oh,
yeah.
now we're in trouble?
This is the last. Okay, Zac
I
Efron.
mean, these stories have absolutely sucked. so
Hollywood
far.
Walk of Fame speech done by Miles Teller.
Who gives a who?
I could see Miles Teller
can't
hosting.
That has to be a Gus one.
I could see Miles Teller hosting the Golden Globes.
Coleman,
He's
whose is
likable.
that? Shut up for a second.
That's
Coleman,
a me
who's that?
one because it's horrible how he starts out. It's just laughably.
That's your
bad.
story?
It's laughably bad. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm ready to laugh, so let's hear it.
All right.
You have it up?
Yeah. Well, give me 1 second. Hang on.
The next two are from a different planet, by the way.
Oh, great. Jesus Christ.
And I know the next one's a Gus one because Gus has been pretty adamant about us talking about it.
How the fuck have I been adamant about talking about it?
Jesus, Gus.
Do you guys have the sound or no?
Yep, it's coming. Sorry.
From where?
The audition. Here it is.
I don't know what that is. Okay.
Gus is mad I just said that.
How much
That
I
was
jacked
also
Gus? Rico?
Very low. I will give you a number.
Okay, I mean,
Very low.
yeah, get ripped off.
I was also a second chair alto sax in my high school jazz band.
This is how we started out.
That also gets overlooked. Everyone wants to play alto, but I think tenor has a better sound. I would have went and played that. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How cool is this? This is pretty epic. Overdue, in my opinion. You know you're on Hollywood Boulevard when there's sirens kind of making its way into all the speeches here. But, yeah, it really is an honor for me to be here to help induct you. When you asked me to do it, I was... yeah,
Were they
that
in
was very
together?
proud.
They were in that awkward moment.
Oh, okay.
Wait, that was the intro for what?
That's literally how it
Star?
starts.
Got
Yes.
a star, yeah.
Why was that? That's how they do it? That casual people walking
See,
by.
see
saying
Coleman
hello?
Rico's into it.
Okay.
That's fucking bizarre.
Well, it's
I need to
also
see
one
the
of my
video,
last
but that's-
topics. I think some of the earlier ones could have played better.
This was 10.
Yeah.
What early ones? do
This
you
was
think,
9.
What early ones do you think would hit better?
So I went through the Harvard President Gay's inaugural speech and clipped parts that I thought were pretty hypocritical based upon the current
Yeah, I got to address this
situation.
because I haven't talked about it. This idea that Shirley Leung from the Globe, who absolutely obviously worked with Murchison to get me out of the VEI, then writes a story of the Globe saying, "Hey, like nobody should try and interfere with this woman, President Gay, being eliminated for Harvard," is the craziest, most hypocritical thing in the history of journalism. Whether you're on the left, which is fine, or the right, which is fine, or in the middle, which is fine. I don't care where you stand. That's the most batshit crazy tweet in the history of X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. This woman's nuts. She's deranged. The Globe has an agenda. They're obviously, Shirley Leung obviously hates Jewish people. The Globe does as well. This woman Gay should not be the president of anywhere. And for her to tweet that is fucking crazy. Actually, Jeff, you know what? We have her number. Let me see if she'll answer. I'll send it to you.
I think Coleman would call.
Want me to call?
Oh, Coleman.
Yeah,
You have
send
her?
it send it my way.
Call.
Yeah, I'll send it your way.
I don't have the sticks there.
Right, sorry. You can call her later, Rico, if you want.
I would love to.
Put in a group chat, you and Steve.
Die.
Don't do that. Let me see here.
Oh, I'm saying to Steve.
Steve, I understand. Steve's fine.
Jokingly,
Don't care if
yeah.
Steve does. All right, here we go.
I'm surprised Steve saved my number. It's interesting.
You guys were teammates.
Yeah, I
One-
like Steve.
One match.
I like Steve.
You got it, Coleman?
Yep,
Steve was
loading
the
it up.
first person to bring me up on your show with the famous hype circle.
What's that?
When I had guys going after no fly list, and you were like, it's very." I think your first reaction was, "This is very funny," but this guy's a massive dick.
It's true. Is it Colin Coleman?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello, live to tape. Shirley, it's Kirk Minihane. How are you? Shirley?
There you go.
Shirley, is she hang up?
Yeah, she's gone.
Oh, we'll try her again.
One word? That was more than I thought.
That's true. Maybe it's a bad connection. That can happen. She's on the train. I don't know.
That could be.
And who was this again?
The Globe Writer.
Oh,
Maybe her AirPod connected weird.
Could happen.
Surprised they pick up numbers like that.
The older you get, though, that's my rule.
She probably saw it was a woman calling.
It's true. Maria Coleman. Says mom's fucking phone playing. It comes up as his mouth.
Is that what it comes up as?
What a great.
That's great.
This fucking guy. He's got people building beds for him. He's in his own phone fucking thing. He's making videos of fucking water.
Coleman's in my phone
Shirley
is
Leung.
Coleman Minihane, by the way.
Oh, is that right? That's a good name.
It's easy. It's easy.
I
to,
do a lot of Barstool. I think is an easy way to group it.
What do you mean? Like,
Coleman Barstool.
oh, am I Kirk Barstool?
No, Kirkman.
I have Jack Mack and Jack McCarthy, and it was just too many other names. I was like, I gotta.
Yeah, I do some Barstool. That's true. I think I still have Clemmer's penis head. Because that was what we used to call him. It was Closet Case Carano and Penis Head Clemmer, because his head looks like a penis. Let me see. And he was on Clemmer's show.
No, he did. I think close to production. I don't want to spoil it for Clemmer. I don't want.
See?
To.
Yeah, penis.
Yeah, still there.
Yeah, I've heard some things.
What are you hearing?
Just that they recorded it is what I heard. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I know he's excited, so
So all you heard was somebody say to you, they recorded it. That was the entire conversation.
yeah. It's all I'm prepared to divulge.
That's what you heard too?
Yep.
It was recorded.
Nah, yeah. I mean,
People
I'm
are
not.
just saying to you it's recorded. That's interesting. I
I'm
thought
not
there'd be
gonna.
more
I'm not gonna spoil anything for.
Yeah.
I'll tease that he
For Rat Race?
He looks like a fucking moron, and it does it on Thursday night. So be
Oh, is that
prepared for
true?
that, yeah.
Why?
Oh, okay.
He goes at me on Thursday night for
Ooh.
something.
Yeah,
and,
he can.
And on the watch back, what he was accusing 4 people of, me and the other team, was just. He may need to, like, have his head checked out because it was very odd.
He takes it very
He's under a lot of stress. I keep it very light
like
with him,
Clever.
but I haven't seen like when Marty will make a comment or Ev will make a comment, like joking around with him, he comes back like harder.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he'll do that. Yeah.
Him
He's
and I
like,
get
you guys
snippy
fucking,
on trivia.
Yeah, like you guys fucking say you could do this, and I can't do it. He does get mad.
He went after Dave. He's not afraid.
Yes, no, he's
Yeah,
not
no,
afraid.
he is. I give him a lot of credit. Him and I went. He was the one that pissed me off the most at the dozen tournament last year. I mentioned I was like, he's being a dick after his match.
Oh, he
Like,
lost.
He lost.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Your next topic, by the way, no, there's
Okay.
2 left, is Mount Kirkmore of Sopranos comparison from Beanbag Ron and Steve.
We hate Beanbag Ron.
From
He's the
Glasgow.
drip. He stinks.
Oh, and McFuss Daddy also
Okay.
did it as
Yeah.
well.
Steve is doing that show now. Okay. What?
Do you want to see the comparisons?
I.
So Augustus just got really mad that I said he was adamant about this, but it's on the topic sheet and he emailed it to me, so that implies
qualifies, I
adamant.
think. All right, so on Mount Kirkmore on the network, they did a show comparing people in the world to Sopranos characters.
Yes.
All right, I guess.
Beanbag Ron.
Mhm.
Kirk, Tony.
Oh, we have sound. Do we have does it sound bad?
You want to?
Oh, we
I don't
do,
know.
but in terms of each individual pick, I figured
Do you
it
want
would be-
Jeff just to say it out loud?
It
Was
might
on the
be
show?
faster to read it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
Terrible,
it's like throughout the entire
Okay,
episode
okay.
you
they're
want to
picking.
listen to them?
No, but it's like, what the fuck are we doing? All right, go ahead.
Big Steve, Johnny Sack.
Okay.
Sneakers, Richie Aprile.
Okay.
Jerry, Paulie.
Jersey Jerry?
I imagine that. Oh no, spelled that way, Callahan.
Callahan.
Kirk,
Oh,
Jerry.
got you. Okay, got you. Yeah.
Steve, Blind Mike, Silvio. Justin, Bobby.
Okay.
Peltier, Uncle June.
Okay, I can see that.
Mayo, AJ Soprano.
Jeez.
And then McFuss Daddy said Gus, Maltasante.
Uh-huh.
Coleman, Vito. Alan Aguirre, Jackie Aprile.
Ugh.
And Dave, Colnane, Ralph.
Where are you?
I don't know.
That's kind of hurtful, no?
Very hurtful.
12. No wonder you're not going on the network.
I have audio
Very
of the
hurtful.
Rico omission.
Okay, let me hear that.
Steve, we had Blind Mike as Silvio, Justin as Bobby Bacala, Pelt as Uncle June, and Mayo as AJ, which are all perfect. Those are great.
Yeah,
picks.
it's a good list.
Pretty
And
good. I
then-
wrote down Steve for Silvio, but I think Blind Mike's a better pick. I was
Yeah.
gonna write Blind Mike for Bacala, and
Yep.
then have Uncle June be Kirk, but then I switched it and put Tony as Kirk. So I'm glad.
Yeah,
you did.
it's, the other Christopher I had was Rico Bosco, who just like that.
Oh,
big,
shit, we
like,
forgot
crazy
Rico.
Guy
Yeah.
who freaks out all the time, like Christopher does. And he can't sit still, and you know, at the drop of the hat, like Rico would whack somebody for Kirk, like Christopher would, and
Oh, absolutely. Do anything
Rico's
for him.
always looking for that attention from Kirk,
It's
like
the
Christopher
same.
would, like when Christopher felt like left off, like
kill
you
Rico
know, Rico
after-
feels like he
get a
needs
car
that
accident
attention
together.
from Kirk every once in a while. So that was the other one I had.
That's terrible.
Is Rico Bosco like Chris?
He is. He's looking for approval.
Yeah.
Always looking
Yeah,
for
definitely.
approval. Bump heads on issues.
I might give Steve my Minifan of the Year endorsement.
Steve from Gloucester?
I know it's
That's big recency bias.
I
That's
know it's
very
Reese bias,
new.
but I
That's
just
very
I laugh
new.
every time.
A lot of people are saying you.
Dude,
Yeah,
that-
I didn't-
that
I didn't-
list was fucking wild.
I don't think I could
Crazy.
take that. I don't think as
As an employee, you can't
as an
take-
employee. I don't think.
Okay. That's a
Steve
tough-
also talked about the Barnes and Noble thing that he was at with you.
He wasn't at it with me, Coleman. We were in the building at the same time.
Well, that's what I meant. The way he talks about it, seems like it was you and him. Like
If he embellished, I'm not
together.
shocked if he embellished.
yeah, I'd be
here.
curious. Let me hear it.
I was out doing stuff, and I'm like, he delivered something to the studio. Like, what is he doing? Like,
Hey, Steve, let me ask you. So you were at Barnes and Noble, right, when Kirk had his
I
meltdown?
was, yeah.
Did you see
No.
the whole meltdown? Is
I
it
saw the
everything?
whole
Is,
thing,
is
and
it
it's
every-
funny. Like, it wasn't a setup at all. Like
Okay.
I was in
Thanks,
because
Steve.
I worked in Burlington before, and like right where that bookstore is, and I was on a coffee break. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to Barnes and Noble. They had a Starbucks in there, so I'm like, all right, I'll just grab a coffee. And I saw him like in the middle of an aisle, and he's just like talking into his phone, and I'm like, what the heck's he doing? You know, like that's Kirk Minihane, and then.
That's
like
legendary.
I tried to like then I was curious.
I think that's that called.
Some of these
Jesus
guys, yeah,
fucking Christ, that's brutal.
You know, it's I think would get a big endorsement from me as a big Twitter personality in the world is Shark Minihane.
Shark Minahane's
He
great.
is-
This guy David Maryland's great. Yeah, we have.
And
I
then
mean,
Shark's question right out the other day was I
Tremendous.
was dying laughing.
Steve's too new. You can't give Steve Minifan of the year. That becomes like.
It is, I admit recency bias, but every time
I
he
would give Mayo
talks,
Minifan of the year before Steve.
every time Steve talks, it's not like he's doing an impression of someone doing an impression of Steve.
That's true.
Like it
It's
just
true.
becomes
He's in
more
this-
of a
he's in
character.
this fucking. It's true. Jesus.
One more
Christ.
story on here.
Oh my God.
No
Is it really?
planet you would guess what the story is.
What world is it?
Now it's back to like real like outside of the Minihane world, so it's like not like Minifan stuff.
Okay, good.
It has to do with a news reporter, an anchor.
News anchor?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Chris Cuomo laughing at girl with Tourette's.
Oh, the
that's
Tourette's
the last
one?
story.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Really?
the last story. Yeah.
Is that a Gus story or is that a Coleman story?
That is a Gus.
Gus.
story.
I'm gonna say Gus.
Gus? Coleman?
Yep, that's Gus.
I'm gonna say Gus.
What is it?
It was Gus.
Gus. Yeah. Okay.
I know my Gus.
Yeah, Jesus, that's great. Boy, I'm sorry. we didn't
Can
get
we
you-
change the fucking outlook,
Yeah,
Jeff, please?
Yeah, I have a look at Gus.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Please.
Sorry about that.
So are you worried about tonight at all or no?
Absolutely. Oh, tonight?
What do you think I was talking about?
Dinner.
Can we talk about dinner?
No, I think it's gonna be fine.
What's dinner
We're
Me
having
and
dinner
Dave.
with Portnoy tonight.
tonight?
5:00.
Early dinner.
Wow.
Nah, not really worried about tonight. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. You've been very
The
like,
dinner
you
story
called like
by-
it is. How was my outlook of this season? I thought pretty good.
Can I give some insight to the dinner story quick, just for your sake, that you should know?
Me?
This is where because I watched the dinner thing unfold. After
Rico disinvited me from this dinner tonight.
really,
Not disinvited.
so this was originally supposed to be Cyber Monday night, right?
Yeah.
This was a classic Bosco. Just take the this is just Rico can't get out of his own way sometimes. Dave was like, Dave was exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, look, as tired as he'd been, he's like, I just a lot of shit. Please, rain check. He goes, I promise, rain check. And you were so hesitant on taking the rain check.
No.
And I wanted to yell. I'm like, Rico, just say, got it. Shake the hand, move on.
At no point did I make like it bad. Did I nag him? I just was kind of again. I have a processing face. I don't know if you want.
You do.
I was processing. So
you
it's
did it
like,
with the Breeders' Cup
all
thing.
right,
with
when
him.
can this go? And then okay, yeah, all right, no problem. Like I do need a second to process. Fault me. What do you want me to do?
I think it hurts sometimes, though.
Yeah, I would have liked to have got it.
You get that in the you get that in the dozen too when he did the thing with the Grey's Anatomy. I don't. Is that coming up? I'm not going to spoil it. That's a good one tonight.
Grey's Anatomy.
That's tonight's match.
Oh Jesus.
There's a funny Rico
Rico's great. He's a great trivia.
There's like
I love having him on the team, but I should never. When he starts talking and thinking, I should not listen to him. Like it always leads.
20 seconds on a steal. That's not a lot of time.
I know.
when he knows it, he knows.
Tonight's TV category very
Yeah,
funny.
Oh, there are times where he does. He's so short.
all-
he goes
Again,
so-
I don't give anything away. I did recognize the blonde part of that.
That's great. You did. Yes, you did. You did, Rico. Rico never always remembers the good
Always,
stuff.
only. That's how I operate.
I know it is.
That was my
All
context.
right, here's the other.
I
speak Bosco.
Here's
That
the
was
other
my
part.
context. I
If
feel
I
like
only
he-
focused on the negative, I'd be calling you at 3:00 when you're hitting your 7-iron, being like, "Oh God, I gotta listen to this guy
This
again."
is true. This is true.
So, like, don't you like when I send you texts of jokes, joking around?
We're great friends. I have
happy
no-
laughs, like happy.
I guess my whole point of the
Gave you a
context was
drive
like
to the
it's a
hotel. It was
classic.
very nice,
Yes,
It's a classic Bosco. Like they're giving him something good here.
I know.
Just take it.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
tell
yeah.
me
I
it's
just
right
was
there?
processing.
Can you tell the story about the? Now that you're not friends with him anymore, can you tell the story about the pretzels calling Jerry?
Yeah, I was.
from the Ryder Cup.
I wasn't happy that got leaked, but
I didn't leak it.
Yeah,
How did I find out about it?
Fair, but you were the first one to say it publicly.
You can't tell me that.
Right.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, that was tough. I woke up 3 or 4 different times in a different lane.
So he left. He left the Ryder Cup after the first day because he had to get back. He had to get home. So your flight was canceled. Is that what it was?
Yeah, delayed,
you rent a
canceled. There
car?
was a point where it was gonna board in 25 minutes, and I could have flown to DC and driven from there, but I didn't want to get stuck with no car. It was also like squeeze out Tuesday, they said, before 4th of July.
It's actually a doable drive. Like it's long. You know what I'm saying?
It's close to the longest I've ever done, and it was also at 12 o'clock.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you wake
after
up at
being
6
in the sun,
that's what if you wake up at 6 in the morning, you could do it.
it was dangerous. It was don't ever. It was really bad.
So we're done. So
really
he drives
bad.
back, and then what happens?
Nothing's open. I got in the car at 12 o'clock,
Right.
and I was struggling early, like right away. So I got Rent on, I got Mayor on, I got all the hits. Billy, I got some podcasts. Like I am struggling, and I think it hit like 2 in the morning the first time I stopped for gas, and I called Jerry, or he told me, call me if you need me to keep him up. I told him at 12 o'clock I was doing it.
Yeah.
And then first time I get gas, I call him like, dude, I'm struggling. The only thing I had was pretzels. I was taking the pretzels and rubbing the inside of my lip as like, to that. And like, maybe if you bled, then you like focus on that. Like a literal crackhead. Like I had no water. So
Why'd you have no water like the gas station?
Well, I got something to drink, but then I drank it so quick that I had the cubes and I was chewing on the cubes to try to get that. I got the window down. I'm going like this the whole way. Oh, it was horrible. But
you cranking the rent though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No day but today.
So you were frustrated that story got it. Why? It's a funny story. It's an endearing story.
I don't know. It just was like, whatever. It was a wild ride. And then I think my wife woke up to go to the bathroom at like 3 or 4 in the morning. She's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Arlington, Virginia." Or no, that would have been far. I don't know. I was just, I drove past the White House on the highway.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it was wild, man. Wild.
Yeah.
Airport to airport.
Oh, where, to Newark? Or
Newark to drop the car back. Yeah.
Oh, your car was there.
No, I drove the rental. Then there was a whole thing too, like you're not supposed to you're supposed to keep it in the area, but it's one of those like wink wink.
The area.
The car.
What
like when you sign up for it, it was like, all right, you're keeping it in the area, right? I'm like, they just tell you say yes.
Oh,
and then you just return it.
Yeah, right.
Which I don't understand that market. Of like, how do they re-up their cars?
I think it's all. They figure people driving. I don't think they really care.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, some places would run out of cars, I guess, right?
That's why you see something like you'll see like a Florida plate and some random ass.
Yeah, I don't really know.
There's not a lot of one-way rentals though.
No,
you gotta go do.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
All right, get out of here.
Thank you.
Who we got coming in, buddy?
They're doing advisors, I think. So I think
Is advisors done or no?
Right around now is when it would be ending. About an hour.
Anyone you want in here?
Whoever's around, I guess. I
text someone to come in here.
No, let me see. Let's see here.
There's a lot of people. It's a matter of what they're doing.
I just texted Dave. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we can go take a look out there, or you can go take if you want to take a gander. I don't know. It's oddly kind of like quiet in a way, though.
Yeah, they're filming their shows, but there's definitely some tension building. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to fucking spoil anything.
That's the thing I keep worrying about. Like, legitimately, for everybody like doing the thing, because like everyone worked hard. You, like all these people, everyone who played hard. Whenever I talk about it, I'm like, especially now we're there. Like we're done. Like tomorrow we can talk about whatever we want, you know. But now I'm like, I don't want to fuck this up. And I do think, like, look, if you spoil whatever, who's in the final, whoever, 2, 3, whatever, that's a spoiler, but like life will go on. But like spoiling the winner or spoiling something, it's like, it's scary.
Which luckily, that I will say, the protection of the winner not being revealed to anyone is a nice, like,
that's true.
A nice cushion.
That's true, because because I think everybody's kind of, okay, Portnoy's still doing advisors, so that means what? That's him, Dan,
Tommy,
right,
Jerry,
right.
Like people around like fights. I think people might be back at the hotel.
Get back at the hotel.
I got it. That's why I looked earlier and I was like, I'll just check again when I'm.
Yeah, is anybody out there or no?
Me go pop my head out.
Go see if anyone's around.
If it's changed, okay.
Yeah, you never know.
Let me go poke.
Yeah, knock yourself out. Let me see. I'll talk to these guys. What's going on with you guys? I think Jeff just jumped out for a second.
We haven't called Greg yet. If you want to do that,
yeah, let's call Greg.
All right, great.
Just wandering around. I'd say everyone's busy. I've done like 40 things today, so. Think he'll answer today, Coleman?
You gotta hope so. One of these days, you know.
Yeah, they both here? Yeah, bring them both in if they want to come in.
Hey, it's Greg. Leave a message. I'll get back to you.
Damn.
No luck, huh?
No, nothing.
I don't know. What's going on in the studio? Anything new show wise? Anything business show?
So
anything live stuff? So you said Delaware's looking okay?
Yeah, it's actually looking pretty good. Gus was checking in with them, and the January 20th date was something that sounded good.
Okay, that's a Saturday?
Yes. They just need like a itinerary of like when we'd be in the store essentially.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what kind of block we're looking at for that. I figure 2 hours, what, like 8 to 10 or something?
Yeah. That sounds good.
Bites too, or is he coming?
Yeah, he's coming up the stairs.
Okay.
And then Papagino's, I've been circling back with everyone.
No, we're on. We just talking. Yeah.
We got
what,
14 of the 20 so far are confirmed in.
Okay.
So I'm mixing in some people as people say no.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. So, all right. What's going on?
We'll have fights too.
We're on. We're good.
Oh, okay.
You can take them off if you want. We're not talking to anybody. How you doing?
Yeah, just wrapped up today. Just lost my suit.
Yeah, tell this story.
Gonna just
You're so dumb.
I'm so dumb. I'm such like a man child, I guess.
There is, I should say, there was no, I talked to Dave yesterday, there is no
dress code.
No dress code.
I did warn you
because
there was this is what I kept hearing. It was everyone's dressing up. I'd say, who's everyone?
And by the way, I forgot to bring a suit too. So like it's almost in the same boat. But yeah.
My thing is, especially after Dunkin' Awards and things of the past, I'm like, A, you look better in a suit. B, you cover all your bases in case there is something like that where Dave gets mad or people get upset about a sponsor or whatever.
Right.
And I feel like in Survivor, they do dress up, but that's because it's like you saw them on an island looking
It's
grimy.
not as crazy though with suits and ties though. Like Jeff doesn't really dress up, puts like a nice sweater.
Yeah.
No one really does a suit and tie look.
I looked so fucking gross on the show. Part of me was like, hey, you were introduced to me only through Survivor. Maybe I have a little bit of redemption.
You look
but
almost
I dress up so infrequently.
Yeah.
That I pretty much like for the award, the 20th anniversary thing, I went and got like I was like, I don't have clothes for this.
Okay.
If I have like a wedding coming up, like any suits that I've had, I don't fit in it anymore. Like I need to go get these type of clothes. And then when I'm traveling so infrequently with them, I like don't think about it. Last time this happened, I left a whole fucking suit when I was supposed to go to Kathleen Kahn's wedding. We were traveling for our show.
Yeah.
And I just left a whole suit in Boston there. Got this new one, just left it on the plane. They put it in the little
overhead
closet. No, they took it from me and they hung it up. They gotta remember that. If they take it from me and hang it up, they gotta give it back to me.
They didn't give it back to me either, but I just said, can I have it back?
Fucking.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a tux with me if you want to wear that.
You brought a suit and a tux?
Yeah.
The contrast of outfits is
What are
going
you
to be very
talking about?
funny.
You brought a
tonight.
suit and a tuxedo?
Yeah. I got a party this weekend. I wore a tux for.
Oh, okay. That's that. You didn't.
Oh,
do it for
around
this,
here?
right?
No, in the vineyard.
Oh, so you going from here to there?
Yeah.
Would be great.
Do you
though
own a
if-
tuxedo?
Nah, I rented. I used to own one, but
They're doing like a specific like tuxedo party, right? Type
yeah,
thing.
it's just like a.
It would have been great if
black
we
tie night.
all were dressed to the nines and Kirk just came in.
I'm
that.
dressing like this. Dave said yesterday, he's like, we're good. I'm like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
Like I would have, like,
I
obviously
didn't
love
bring a
Milton's.
suit
I would have
thinking-
brought a suit, like, you know, but I just didn't think of it.
I didn't bring it
Milton's
thinking
store
everyone
for
give me a
men.
suit,
Milton's
but I
like-
figure, make it nice.
Yeah, no, I think you look great.
I like your reason to dress up.
You welcome it.
I like.
How often do you dress up?
Not almost never.
Never,
Live
right?
shows.
What do you wear like a suit to live shows?
Yeah, Milton's, a store for men. 3 great locations. Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, Burlington Mall, of course. And
I'm trying to remember, like when you're crucified, you're in a suit.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like Jesus himself.
Gotta look short.
Jesus was Milton's.
Jesus is in a three-piece.
Jesus is the first guy went to Milton's. He loved it. Fucking loved it.
I think he's wearing one of Coleman's Christmas tux.
Yeah, one of those freaking hats on.
Is this your first time in Chicago office?
This office, yeah.
What do you think of it? We got a nice cactus there.
I was talking to you about this morning at breakfast. I was watching you guys eat breakfast. The
sounds so weird.
What do you mean?
Watching you guys eat breakfast.
Yeah,
You were
I was
with us at the table.
Yeah, but I enjoyed watching you guys eat breakfast. It's like ASMR. It was great. Nate's ASMR channel's gonna take off. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And then Feitelberg was like, I've heard him say it before. He's like, well, it's like a basketball court. And I'm like, desks. I'm like, yeah, it's actually kind of true.
Yeah.
Just newer. It's like cleaner.
Yeah. And I don't mean that as a negative to the office either. I just mean that I don't mean that as like a positive or negative. It's to me that's just exactly what it is. It's an office. with a basketball court.
I'm kind of going through this almost with the house that I got. Like, once you start living in something, work or real life, like
over.
it's just your
The minute you walk in somewhere, that's exactly it.
Yeah, like the sticker value goes down and the appeal of it goes down, and I'm like, oh, this like room that I thought was gonna be really like cool in my house, I don't even fucking use, and this thing kind of sucks, and it's just a roof over my head. I could easily go back to being like in an apartment. Like, half the size of the house that I got, like my kids don't even use the rooms that I thought they would use and all that sort of shit. I'm like, all right, well.
What is your? I did rate with you guys a couple hours ago. Has anything changed? The expectations for tonight? Expectations is going to be fireworks, not be fireworks.
I heard that Dave is now laughing a little bit. Dave's in a better mood.
About the thing that
potentially less fireworks.
Okay.
But I think when you put that many, there's 14 egos. Like you put those in a room, someone's gonna say something that someone, which is gonna cause a chain reaction. I would be very surprised.
I don't think it'll be dull.
I don't think a massive blow up. But I think
a massive blow up could be on the table. I don't anticipate it.
Yeah.
It's not a non-zero chance, but I also don't think there's a good chance of it. But I don't think it'll just be like, okay, well, like we talked through it and like see you later.
Yeah, I just think most people involved in it are like, is it going to be worth it? That moment where it's like, do I say this? Ruin this? Is it worth it in this moment?
Yeah, there are some. I think some things you can't put back in the tube if you do it. So it's like,
I mean, I hope it happens.
Right now, or is this tomorrow's show?
No, we're live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't fuck up twice today, right? That was not a big deal. You were pretty worried after the show today.
Yeah.
You were fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you were like I was like the last 5 minutes of the show was like zoning out. It's weird.
That's standard practice for me though.
It's weird. I was saying earlier though, the whole time, because we're live all the time, talking about surviving the whole time, I'm always thinking like, oh shit, where are we at? I know everything. Like, did I say that? Is Kevin is Rico already out? Is whatever?
I tried very much to just be like, remember what was on the television last night. That's it. Just talk about what you saw on the TV last night, and that's it. I think it would have been weird and a missed opportunity for like my show at least.
The service, I think. Yeah.
To just like the last 3 weeks we just weren't talking about it.
Yeah, that would.
I think there would be no like hype around it, and
it would be certainly ignoring the elephant in the room.
Totally.
It was interesting, just a small sample size. Like I listened to you guys, but even being on today, whatever the 5 calls while I was with you guys, say 3 or 4 were from people who had never.
Right. That was great. That was
which happened a lot to me during before the pay-per-view thing, like a lot. Like
really?
People coming
up
yes,
before
people,
they
being like, geez, I don't like I know you from this or whatever, but I never like my wife's watching this or like they're literally watching it.
I was saying it.
And I was like, don't worry, I'm gonna fuck that up for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this kicked off YouTube.
I was saying on KC Radio that'll be out tomorrow, like how much I really, really wanted it. Like I was crushed. But I was thinking of it from the point of view of YouTube, where I was like, I mean, millions of people are going to watch this,
right?
And like, and I think I'm going to get there. I can't believe it. So, and the pay-per-view thing like ended the millions of viewers, but the people who did watch it were
it's like 125,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I mean, they're watching it.
Right. That is
crazy.
That is sometimes we lose sight of.
That's nuts.
I think Barstool grows at such a pace. And there's always somebody bigger and better in front of you, and somebody's doing numbers that are better than yours or whatever. So you kind of lose sight of it. But like 125,000 people buying a $9.99 pay-per-view, like that wasn't promoted until the last second, and all that is phenomenal.
I think it'll be probably even it'll probably be like 130, 140 by the end.
I mean, tonight, and then if there's fireworks tonight, people will watch.
I mean, you compare that to things that get so much publicity, wasn't like Tyson Fury's last fight? Didn't like 15,000 people buy it?
Yeah, I mean those pay-per-views are just.
I could be. I definitely read something like that. Whether or not that was from a reliable source, I don't know. But like it was like a shockingly low number.
Well, a lot of those boxing, some of the pay-per-views, especially with the celebrity ones, people report. They literally just report whatever they want.
Yeah.
I think the Logan Paul, Dylan Dennis one, they were like, we sold 1 million pay-per-views, and it was like 100,000. It was like. How can you even say some of these numbers?
Yeah, I mean, I had no when Dave announced it, I was like, I have no idea if it'll be 15,000, if it'll be 200,000.
What did you do when you did your thing?
10.
That's what I mean. Like, don't lose sight of that.
Oh
that's
no, for
crazy.
one show they do 10,000 buys for pay-per-view.
Right.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I didn't know if 100 people were going to.
And how much was that?
It was like $10.
Like, if you are to do that and you just run that back make $100,000 like here and there. Like that's fucking
no,
crazy.
$100,000
for
I've
sure.
been doing that math since you said it. It's $100,000.
10 times 10?
Yeah.
He's 100. Yeah. Let's put some zeros.
But 10,000 times 10 is 100,000. Yeah. Right.
What's 10,000 times 1?
10,000.
What's 10 times that? What's 10 times 10?
100.
100,000. That's how I do it. So I'm not shaming you. That's how I do it.
That made it harder. I don't know what I was
really?
gonna do. I was probably just gonna sit here for the rest of the night. I was gonna miss the finale.
Well, what you could really do is if you multiply something by 10, you add 1 0 to it.
That's
So,
the easiest way to do it.
There's 10,000. You add a 0 to 10,000.
I
It
think
becomes 100,000.
I've been talking for 5 hours straight now, so I think I'm
reached your limit.
I'm fried.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you read
but-
when I can see it in his eyes usually? I know when I'm like, we need to stop. Like,
Do you want to go?
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
want to put you in the position.
No, he's not there yet.
I want you to be
but-
uncomfortable.
There are,
I like how you gave the check. You're like, no, he's
no,
okay.
good. Yeah. There have been times though. It's like we did Barstool Radio, KFC Radio. We had to record an extra, and we had 2 interviews, and it's 5:30, and I'm like, I can just see in the face. I'm like, if I ask him to do another voicemail or an ad read or something, the place is gonna blow off.
Right.
I mean, you how many hours would you do
A week?
on like in a day on a EI?
4, but it was like it was a
Those
ton of
breaks.
commercials.
Yeah, the breaks.
We
and
would
the
sometimes
calls
we'd
and-
go so long we'd run commercials together. Sometimes we have 18 minutes of commercials.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes it would replay Brady all the time. It would
Yeah.
replay if anything was good. We'd replay. We'd fuck it, replay it. Like so, then we'd go. So we'd have 30 minutes off.
That's
So
great.
my senior in high school, I had saw my daughter that she's a junior now. Second semester senior year, I had open campus. I had free period, lunch, free period. Second semester high school.
Oh man,
I still think of that honestly as the peak of my life.
I
48 minute classes, 5 minutes in between classes. Lunch was 32 minutes. So I would go home. I'd make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Going home for lunch was
unbelievable.
When
Sometimes I go to
was
Puppuccino
allowed,
sometimes.
I think that was only high school for us.
Yeah.
Oh man! And then when we got cars, we would we could go off campus and drive to like Taco Bell and stuff.
I would lay down on the couch. I'd be like, I have an hour before I have to leave for school. I have an hour and 26 minutes.
Oh,
and I have
God.
nothing to do. It's the greatest feeling of all time.
I did nothing senior year of high school. Nothing.
Nothing.
Or like a free. I
Right.
used to sometimes get a free period at the final period of the day, so I'd be out at 1:30 or whatever it was. Just,
Unbelievable.
your day just ends.
There's no
Ugh.
like your whole life before that in school. Before you get open campus or free, you never like you're a prisoner.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
one day
that
they're like,
actually
no, you
prepares
can
you for life better than college.
totally.
You
And
know?
then one day they're like, yeah, you can just like leave, and I'm like, I can go downtown Winchester and like walk around. Wow.
We had a hockey rink on campus, and we used to play. We had Wednesday mornings where we had free period, like a lunch. We had like a snack break,
Yeah.
and then lunch. And so it was like on like Wednesday mornings, which was already a half day for me. I had a half day every Wednesday,
Right.
And we had basically I had one class at like noon, and me and my 3 buddies, 2 of whom didn't play hockey. One was a hockey player with me. Would go play hockey, and the other 2 guys were football players. And we play each other. We were 2-on-2, the 2 hockey players versus 2 football players. And we would have to score by hitting the post from outside the blue line.
Right.
They would have to score by just putting the puck in the net.
Right.
And it would just be a fist fight every morning. Like, it would just like turn into like this wrestling match, like locker boxing. And like you're saying, like the peak of my life.
Did you see the Holdovers?
Yes, we were talking about today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I went to prep school for a year.
Well, that's what I was
Where'd
going
you
to
go?
ask. So
Yeah,
like,
Lewiston, Northampton.
Okay.
Yeah.
because I did public school.
Captured it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prep school, I
Yeah.
thought, captured it perfectly.
Very
Like
much so.
I did New York City public school, Westchester public
different,
school.
yeah.
Like
you didn't like it?
the movie?
Yeah.
No, I loved it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm saying I didn't get that life at all.
Yeah, every town, prep school town, I played 1 year basketball. We would travel these little towns,
Yeah.
and they would have a little downtown, and this was the case in East Hampton, where Northampton was. They had like the towny kids who thought you were a little rich asshole. They were right.
They were,
And
yeah.
like you'd walk, you'd shuffle in the cold. It snowed every day. You'd go to your little place. You'd walk around. You'd go back in. It was.
I just feel like it was one giant like sleepover as a kid.
Yeah, I didn't love when they went. To me, the movie lost a little juice when they left the campus and went
I
to
agree.
Boston.
That was weird. That was a
I felt
weird,
like-
unnecessary.
And then they had the thing with the
The
dad. I was
dad.
kind of like, this is a different movie.
That's that dad.
Did you think so or no?
Yeah, no, that's where I.
the
I agree
dad
on
thing
that
was
one.
just like okay. Like,
Good movie, but it has a little. It kind of tails off. Like I lose
started-
Looney a little bit.
It started for me, and maybe
And
it's because
that
of the
teacher's,
Boston
that's like a
connection.
good teacher. There are guys like that at prep school.
Oh,
their whole life is at school.
my favorite teacher. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. Never
right.
left the school.
Right.
But that was like I think I have it as an A-, maybe it's a B+. But like
B+, yeah.
some of their emotional moments didn't really hit. Like the dad being alive, it all felt a little like B Good Will Hunting to me.
That's a good way to put it. When Giamatti was like, we can go visit a cemetery, and then it was like pause. Like, he's not actually dead. I was like, that felt very out of place.
Yeah, that felt very.
I said I want to see. I thought the movie was going a totally different direction. I want to see the Holdovers 2, where I thought it was going to be like a buddy movie, like a gang movie. Like I thought they were all going to be in it.
It was weird. That was an interesting move.
I thought
they
it was
had
going to be
do
like
it.
this guy and this guy, and they all like have their own piece of the puzzle.
That was
I'd like
definitely
to see that. Holdovers 2 is next season where they don't all fly home with the guy.
That was definitely a
helicopter.
movie device where he's like, "Yo, you can all come in the helicopter." Like, that feels very forced. It's like, it worked.
Like, why even have those guys in the beginning? I guess to make it feel like you were going to have your buddies and then you didn't. And
Right.
That
I
was
think
like
that was it.
another punch in the gut. But it could have just been, I'm the only kid who doesn't have my parents.
We did the rundown today. Me, and Jeff, and White Sox Dave, and we're talking about movies. Somehow I forget what the story was. It brought up. Oh, the Netflix movie with Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
And he says to Dave, "What was your favorite movie this year?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, he's like, "You gotta like give me a bunch of them." He's like, "Did you see Oppenheimer? No. Did you see Barbie? No. Did you see The Holdovers? No. Did you see May December? Whatever? No.
Flower Moon, no.
Flower Moon, no." He's like, "Actually, I think I was like, I didn't see a movie this year."
A single one.
I think, but he started off by saying like,
Throw some at me.
yeah, he started off by saying he's like, I don't even know what my top 10 list is yet. You haven't seen one movie this year. Fucking unbelievable.
I'll catch up next time. Next time we're together.
He's like, next time we're together, I'm like, that's gonna be when the three of us in the same room will be very.
He's like, we'll probably do next time we do a dog walk. We did one recently. It was April the last time we
Was
did
it
one.
really?
Yeah.
He said to me, I was telling the story of losing my suit, and he goes, my apartment's a couple blocks around the corner. How big are you? And I was like,
we're standing in the same room.
Are you out of your fucking mind? I think I'm gonna wear. I could fit in one of your suits.
It's actually pretty good though.
Chief did say, he's like, please wear one of White Sox suits tonight.
Oh, Rico offered you something, right?
Yeah,
Jacket or
Rico. It was almost like a sneaker situation with Dave. He was like, I got a blazer. I was like, do you really? Or did you make this up? Did you have a second blazer in your suit or not? Yeah, he was like, if you got jeans, I got a blazer for you. He's dressed. Did you see you saw his outfit,
He was
right?
in here. Rico's jacket.
I did. I actually did.
Oh, no,
I
that was with
accidentally-
Jeff.
He took the beanie off finally.
So he had black
yes.
sweatpants, black hoodie, black beanie, glasses on. It looked like he was like trying to be like a cat burglar or something. And then the coup de grace, he had a fucking fur coat on, Joe Namath style.
Yeah, he looks
I was
crazy.
like, what is going on here, Rico?
It's fucking bizarre. I'll be curious how he is tonight because he got good feedback with Rico when like things are good. He gets excited. Like we overcook it tonight.
Him and Nate. Nate knows. Nate says it all the time. When he did the roast, like the next day, he did something to ruin it. It's like whenever he gets a little bit, he totally ruins it. Rico's in a spot where I think the people he hates, it's like kind of misguided and misappropriated. So it's like, I don't think you should be like going off on him or talking about that, but he probably will.
He will, I think.
He will.
Yeah, he probably will.
can find an enemy in anything and anyone.
It's true.
Don't take much.
How long do you
It's a
think?
good attribute.
Do we have a runtime for like a scheduled runtime for this or no?
No, it's pretty open ended.
But what did Rob tell you?
I initially thought it was like. It was initially like 20, 30 minutes, but no, they did say
20 minutes.
20 minutes, dude.
Yeah,
Could
did
you
say
imagine
we could run
20
it.
minutes?
Yeah,
Where we are.
What do you need? Doesn't matter.
No, we're good. We're good.
Why? Who's here?
I'll text. I just know if we want to add another chair because I know Dave was free now. I text.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah. Do you want another
Maybe we'll
chair?
grab him
we
later.
can get out of here.
Okay.
Let's do like
No,
let's
it's
do
fine,
a
it's
few
fine, you're
minutes
fine,
with these
yeah.
guys. What is this thing?
20 minutes is hilarious. You're going to get the cast of Surviving Barstool.
These egos?
Yeah.
If everybody spoke for 60 seconds, we would
No,
be at 20
I did.
minutes.
I did ask for clarification.
It'll be closer
I think
to
he
2
was more
hours
saying
than
like
20
framework of like. He was saying like framework of like the type of question you should ask because then I think from there it expands out. He was like, no, we're. Gonna go
I
for
just
a
think
while.
I think whatever you have planned, fucking throw it out the window.
No, yeah. I mean, I think you should have a game plan, but like somebody's gonna say something.
There's definitely a point where like if it gets boring, it's like someone just have to be like stop.
But I'm saying like you're gonna
don't
run your
worry.
package, you're gonna announce a winner, run a package. Kelly's gonna do her thing, but once like if it starts going, it's just gonna go. There's not gonna be like a okay, that's enough. Now let's go back to that second challenge. Like
What that was like about it is just absolutely. There's something that we're gonna talk about tomorrow that nobody is anticipating.
Yeah.
Nobody. Like we speculated, we've talked.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's
it always
gonna
does.
be
I think
wild.
people are underestimating Kelly in this. Kelly's been preparing for this.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah, she reached out
Yeah.
to me, even
She's been. Well, she reached out to everybody but me.
She didn't reach out to you.
No, I mean, I guess she knows I'd probably be like, I don't know. But the
Who are you? Well, you're so weird. Like you're like, are you mad at anybody after this experience?
No, not at all.
That's what I mean. So
I was wondering. I mean, like when I saw.
We can't give it, I mean,
it's. I mean,
win or lose. I'm just saying.
I don't.
Everybody going in, whether it's all the people that are left, have some grudge against somebody. Whether like
I never understood that leading into it, and I don't understand it now. Where in the sense of like, we all signed up to play football, and you're mad someone tackled you. Yeah. Like,
I mean, that's a rational way of thinking about it. I don't.
I mean, I remember when. Yeah, there's a couple moments where I was surprised by people, and I was like. What is that about? And they were like, well, they voted me out. And it's like, everybody, there's one person left. Yeah. Like, everybody's got to get voted out at some point.
Yeah, but you got voted out though. It's like you're pissed in the moment.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I keep saying like you're in this moment, you're battling in this game, you're scheming, you're doing the competitions, you're talking to these guys, you're talking about this guy out. You think I remember at the time, like, all right.
You thought, that's when it's.
Yeah, I love this guy. I'm like, I got Feitelberg.
Yeah.
See you fucking later.
Yep.
On we go.
I think
so
that's
you go
the
in.
difference.
So you go in. But I mean, like it's like 80-20 because you're still kind of you don't trust everybody. You go in. The final vote comes out. You're out. So after doing all this stuff, you then walk in. You give your confessional. You turn. You take a right. You take a left. And there's Brandon's sister with it. She's like, "Yeah, you're staying at this hotel. Have a good night."
Yeah.
Then you're outside and you're like, "It's over." And adrenaline is like still. You're like, "What do I do?" I fucking walked up and down,
dude,
for like an hour and a half.
I heard you and Rico were just circling 28th Street, like walking around the block.
Yeah, well, at one point, because Rico was out after me, right? Yeah, after Rico got eliminated, he texted me. He's like, he just texted me 28-3.
Yeah.
he's like, we gotta talk. We walked around like Donnie Brasco, and I just like, he's like, I don't know what the fucking these guys hand overs. I don't know what to fucking do with this fucking guy.
But I still tonight will be my first time seeing like one or two of like the last things that happened because once I got voted out, I was like, I can't go back out there. I can't stomach it. I just stayed in my studio. So like,
I remember you were bummed out. Yeah.
I was absolutely
so mad. I was so.
But if I got voted out when I knew it was coming, there's certain guys that were like, I think I know what's about to happen here.
Yeah.
I would be like, whatever. When you think that you have some shit locked up and then you don't, because you feel stupid. It's the ultimate.
Asshole.
It's the ultimate. Oh, I look like a dickhead.
Right. Yeah. It's very funny because when you're like, I literally went to the room that night. And just like sat there and stared. I was like just wide awake. I guess I cannot fucking believe this fucking happened.
I mean, but I did tell you though. I mean, because Che approached us so early, like you were kind of fucked like from the jump. It was
the wild thing is that Che wound up. The wild thing is that Che wound up got the thing to be the captain.
Yeah,
and then you guys were available. You guys weren't even the first pick.
Right, that was crazy.
So it was just like
that. Got so lucky.
Like it wasn't like I understand you guys were working there, but that part wasn't planned. It was just
In fact, as the picks were going, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?"
I think it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, though, on the team
because his whole thing was like, don't make it obvious, which is why it's so fucking annoying that one of his reasons why he turned on me was that I said in front of other people, like, hopefully Che doesn't fuck up. He was like, "Why'd you do that?" And I was like, "You were the one that kept saying, don't make it obvious." But I think he actually drafted it really well, where it was like, if he drafted us right away, I think some people might have been like, "That was weird." Che's first pick is KFC Radio.
So they actually picked you guys together because it was like a snake train.
Yeah, like that was when the teams unfolded. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
I was like,
once
we have
that happened,
minimum.
I was like, "Okay, well, we're gonna get to the merge."
At any given moment, we have 3 people, probably 4 with Kirk, probably 5 with Nate. Like, we're definitely making it to the merge.
Yeah.
I never said any of it out loud because I was like, I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
But I was not nervous 1 second of any vote until, I don't know why, but when I got voted out, as you were about to announce it, I just said, I was like, Will turned on me. I don't know what happened, but I felt it in the last second.
I just said on KFC Radio that, like, actually Survivor's a pretty easy game where you like if you form an alliance and you stick to the alliance. If we had stuck to the alliance, we went.
Yeah.
Like it's just trust people and stick with it. And I think it's the human nature of it where you stop trusting and someone gets in your ear about it. But if you just form an alliance and you stick with your alliance, we would have gotten to the final. The 3 of us would have. If Che didn't flip first,
his plan
then like the 3 of us go to the finals.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Che. I mean. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I'm not gonna get to that. I don't like. Like I said, I'm always nervous about giving things away. We haven't given anything away, have we?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a fun night. I think it's gonna be fucking very.
I don't know.
night.
Fun. Yeah. I mean,
I love.
fun
for me. I love this. I love this shit. I want to see it ugly.
I think I'm usually pretty awkward in this. I think tonight's gonna be fun too. I'm usually pretty.
You were right. I remember feeling like a powder keg vibe for the award show, and he was like, "I think it's gonna be fun," and I was like, "I think it's gonna."
I remember talking
explode."
about that night,
and you were right on that one.
Yeah.
So
I
maybe-
think that was gonna be a big deal.
That one though.
There
There's evidence that this could be ugly.
What was going? Why was that in the
There
air
was
that
something
night?
about the award show though,
was
because
going
I
on?
remember being like, "There is something in the air."
I remember
and
talking to you before.
I
you were
can't
saying
remember
that.
what it was.
It was
but
it was a lot of the uncertainty around it, which didn't help. That was part of it.
that was definitely big. But I remember being like, there's a lot of puzzle pieces here that make my Barstool, antenna go up.
That's where I come. Puzzle piece is my thing. That's why I come in back.
Oh my god! If it wasn't,
can't watch
if it
that.
wasn't so
I didn't watch that episode.
illogical
I didn't
for
watch-
you
I
to
didn't-
throw
I didn't
that
watch
challenge.
That I didn't watch. I
It
couldn't
would have
watch
made
that
sense.
part. I could not watch that part.
You turn it off.
Yeah, I could. There was no way I was watching.
Oh,
that.
I almost wanted. Let's do a piece of content where we watch that with you. I want to force you to like Clockwork Orange. We'll hold your eyeballs open.
You think there was one?
These are the two nicest guys to me during that whole thing. By the way.
Well, there's
Honestly.
no
like in the game?
There's no reason to
by a million miles.
to like I
No,
was
I would have been.
he's
I would have
retarded,
yelled.
but
I
like,
would've yelled.
hey, let's help him through it because
It's one.
in the end we almost fucking won.
I know I fucked that up too at the end. Yeah. It was incredible.
It's a weird thing.
We would have
to
won
get-
by like 5 minutes. If
The thing took like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it
Tommy
was
was as dumb as I was. He was stacking shit
yeah,
up.
I told him
It
he's
was
lucky.
yeah, you want to come in? Yes. Yeah. Oh, did you get back to me? I'm sorry. Come on.
Wait, is this live?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Progress.
That's very funny.
Thanks, boys.
All right. See you guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, fights. They were just talking about that. Oh, you don't even did that the puzzle thing, the thing I fucked up. Did you ever watch that or no?
No, I'm behind.
Yeah, you're not watching it?
No, once I got eliminated.
I'm the same way. It's hard to like.
And I kind of already knew, because
Yeah.
we were in the office.
Did you take it hard?
Yep.
So did I. Like
I
all.
didn't
Like,
sleep that night.
yeah, it's like you like all this adrenaline. You know,
Quite. Yeah, and I'm competitive. I really wanted
same.
to.
It's like misplaced. You don't know what to do it. That's Jeff Dealer. He's producing
He's
this.
in the shadows. Yeah, no, I did take it hard.
You played hard. We all did.
I love the show. I wanted to win, or like play a long time, and you do get into.
You get in the moment.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I was just saying those guys like you scheme, you battle, you do these games, you care all day, and then you get eliminated, and then like there's a party going on. You're just like watching it. Now we
Yeah.
were a little more. You and I were a little more interactive than others, but
And there's definitely the survivor element because the pre-existing relationships, I think, makes maybe a little more like if you go on normal Survivor and you're out when I was, you really don't even know the people who like
right. Yeah, with us,
backstab
it's
you.
different. Yeah.
So
Yeah. If we, do you want to do this again with these people or no?
there's a lot of people we have who weren't involved. Like
Right.
I asked Whitney, it's like he should have been in, but Whitney, Biz, you have the foreplay guys, Taylor Wan, Kelly Keegs, Rhea and Fran, like Brianna. There's a lot of people I think who could be in it who would add spice to it. I don't think you can just rerun the same.
I
cast.
totally agree with that.
Yeah.
How many people would you want to bring back from this one?
I don't know. Jeff D. Lowe, not his fault. He's been involved in some successful things. I feel like sales always, once we have something that
They
is
just wanna do
good,
it
they
again.
want to beat it into the ground till
Right.
it's not good.
Right.
I am opposite of that.
I agree with that.
So, but you could have a great cast. We, like I said, we have a lot of people. Like throwing, Wallow Gilly. There's a lot of people. You could. I even was thinking like, would a Shane Gillis do it? Like people like you. Who knows?
Right.
That tweet piqued my interest. I was like, he kept saying, "Oh, that looks like so much fun." I was like, shit.
Well, it wasn't so much the tweet. I was thinking like Frank the Tank. We have a lot of people who weren't involved.
Frankly, the challenges might be tough.
Yeah, but that's
funny though.
Yeah.
Right. That's
part of the game.
Right.
Wait, why
That's
did you
true.
say not my fault? What
do you mean?
Well, like the dozen, we went through when the dozen took off. There was an attempt at some point to like beat that into the ground.
Oh, like when the tournament ended, then I was told a week later. I was told a week later, like, hey,
yeah, right,
you got to go again.
Yeah,
But they don't. I mean, like salespeople I know are dumb, but like they don't understand that that's a bad idea. Like I get that they're
No.
thinking sell. Like I can make
salespeople, and obviously we're in a little bit of a new world, but for the most part, and this isn't a Barstool thing. They're leeches. Like they
jump on. Right.
They're conquerors of world. They take all the resources and then they jump to a new planet and they don't really care that the last planet is dead. That's their job.
Right, they go on to the next thing.
So it's like, all right,
but they don't understand that if you say to them, hey, look, like the dozen was really successful this year. If we start again in 3 weeks, it won't be as successful this year.
I don't
they just don't have that kind of. They don't think
No.
that far ahead.
No, they don't.
Which I guess is kind of kill or be killed. So
yeah, and they're just getting their commission check, and that's how they get paid. And they'll work. They don't. I don't think there's a down the road, like what does it do to the brand or the dozen or whatever it is. So I just think it's very short sighted.
we're not giving anything away. We're not spoiling anything. How angry were you this morning, without spoiling anything?
0 to 100, 110.
At
everybody.
Even okay, but you know my argument. I talked like the person.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that person wasn't first or second on your anger list.
No, he was up there, but
He
there was a lot of people.
Okay,
Were you here when I went?
No, I was not. I came in right after. I heard it was. Rico said it was.
Yeah, so this is like Dan's Happyville. You know, he's a happy guy.
Dan Katz.
Yeah.
This is Wonkaville.
I didn't even
He's Willy
think
Wonka.
about that. That had to have been a grading experience for a lot of people.
We just got a taste of reality.
Yeah. I don't.
You sullied this place.
Yeah,
You took a dump
They're
here.
different. You know, and not to give there's Star Wars. Some planets everyone's doing great. Others are desolate, and I'm a desolate guy. So
You're like where Luke's from.
yeah, people are diving under I think couches by the time I
People are meeting with therapists now. They have the in-house therapist probably.
like making money, just no sense of the moment. Like I think there was steam coming out of my ears. She's trying to offer me like a sandwich. I was like, shut up.
You got to know the room.
Yeah, read the room. I literally told her, shut up. She's like, you want this? I was like, shut up.
It's a great like it's funny juxtaposition of the way this play. You're right though, because I walked in here and everyone's like, I was like, do you want some Doritos? Like, I'm like, is this Barstool?
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's a Happyville,
Right.
Pleasantville.
So you went off.
I went ballistic.
Okay, but you seem better now.
Well, I always calm down.
I know
Like,
that.
I get hot quick.
Yep.
And then I get out what I got to get out. I only stay hot when there's some sort of defiance going on. Like, well, I didn't really fuck up. It wasn't my fault. Right. But if someone fucks up and they're like, hand up, I fucked up. You're right. It's like, all right, I yell at you, and then what? It's
You're beating the dead dog.
Yeah,
I kind of sense there'd be some because I was told via Bosco. He's like, hey, check this out. You're not gonna like it. And I'm like, well, please just tell me. I'm on a flight, can't see it. And I was like, and I saw it. I'm like, I could
It's
text him
amazing
and tell him it
it's amazing
happened,
to watch.
or I could tell Austin, your guy. I was like, I'm gonna have Austin tell him. I was like, this one.
Timing also, like, I became aware as I was walking directly into the office, which
Perfect.
is yeah, right,
perfect. Well, overall though, it's been like
great.
Well, I talked to you about this yesterday. Like, do you think the move to pay-per-view was ultimately a win?
Yeah, we made more money certainly than we would have on YouTube.
It's like 125.
Yeah, like what? I don't know if it was that high. It was.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. Yeah.
No, it's close.
Yeah.
Like 123 last time I saw
Right.
it. So it
There'll be
was
some buys
definitely-
today, I'm sure.
I don't know because
for the
you don't
finale?
really have time to
That's you already
watch
invested,
them
right?
all.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, PIC people from an overall sales, everything, like it was an expensive production, and we probably wouldn't have made a ton of money if we didn't put it on the pay-per-view. And
How much did it cost to do?
It was close to 7 figures.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, because people can remember, it wasn't just our crew. We had
Right, we
outside.
outsourced it, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
that gets expensive, and they're there like all day.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
That's why they had to build that wall at the time they did, because they couldn't be overnight doing it.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah.
true.
No,
Yeah.
but overall, very successful. There's obviously, anytime you do something like that, a little bit of lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
But we'll clearly do it. You have to make sure, because we've done plenty of episodes before, but when you put your best talent on something, you expect it to elevate a little bit. Or it's not even necessarily that it's elevate, but people are more invested in, the people on it. We have a mosh crew of people, so.
Well, it happened. I mean, for sure. Like, it
Yeah.
paid off. I don't think it's.
Yeah.
People seem to love it, so.
I feel like you named a bunch of great names where you could do that one as the next one, and then make
Tons. We have a lot of people.
make a
who-
mishmash of this and then that one down the line.
Yeah, 100%.
You think you could ever get Whitney to do it? I ask him all the time.
100%.
I mean, I hope so. Every time I talk, but he's always like willing to do something and he doesn't do it.
Yeah, he comes up with excuse.
Hockey,
I did talk to him about it. I think I know he's watching it and loving
I know that,
it.
yeah.
So if I was watching from the outside, it's kind of like what Gillis says, like, oh, who wouldn't actually want to do this with your like friends for like a lot of money? I think if you again, pay-per-view allows us. Can you do a $500,000 prize? Like if you make the prizes right, you will have people get severely like butthurt and whatnot, which is what makes it good.
Right. Oh, I have to say, for me, like the money would have been great, but during it, the money never crossed my mind.
Same. I'm not caring about money, but it makes the other people. It makes not everybody, I think, would feel that way.
Yeah.
It makes like some of the people in the show would kill for that.
Right. Yeah. Like a Rico.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Can we talk? I feel like we're spoiling everything. Can we talk about what we talked about on your show today or no?
Probably wait. I mean,
Okay,
we can say
okay.
we did you're talking the contract negotiations.
Yeah.
There's some contract negotiations on Pick'em.
You're having dinner with Rico in less than 90 minutes.
Correct. And there's a sentiment that whatever was agreed upon will be unwound in that meeting.
It's not sentiment, that's a fact. But you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a very funny, like 15-minute.
Yeah, and I think we have an agreement. It hasn't been papered, but again, he's insisting on a one-on-one dinner still after. So, yeah, I made the reservation when going out.
Where are you taking him?
It's this place I went to before. It's good. It's
just the two of you.
Just the two. That's what he wanted.
Wow. Yeah.
As he said in Pick'em, I wanted to go as opposed to I'm willing to go. But yeah, I promised him this.
I mentioned this when he was in here like an hour ago. He calls it his Rico thinking face. When you offered him, I was right. It was right by my desk after Cyber Monday when you said, "Hey, I'm tired. Like rain check. Like I promise we'll do this." And he didn't give you an answer for like a full 15 seconds. Like that's classic Bosco.
Well, he really wanted to go, and I had a legitimate cold, so I was like,
right, that's
I'm
right.
sick. I thought as men, if someone's like, I kind of have the flu, you don't have.
You're
to go
very
to dinner.
genuine, and I'm like, Rico, why? Like it was just say yes. Like I got a thinking process.
Well, he asked. He's like, "We going to dinner?" After it was well known I was under the weather, and I like slumped because I'm like, oh, I don't want to go because I don't feel good. And he took that personally, obviously. But no, where he goes, I mean, he may be the big winner in these reality shows.
That's where I get worried though,
because it'll push him.
Yeah, there's highs and that's where I get nervous because now he's starting to get a little confidence. Like it's like I need him here, and right now he's. And I feel like tonight he might try and force the issue during this thing too much. Where it's got to be organic.
Yeah.
If it's not organic, it doesn't work.
But he can't.
I know.
He is obvious when he's not organic with canned jokes, but he for better or for worse is always organic.
He's brick by brick.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
Okay. Others aren't.
No, some are shtick by shtick.
Right. I'm a brick by brick guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to. Throwing some names out there for argument's sake. Feitelberg, brick by brick.
Yeah. Yep.
Kevin, brick by brick.
Yep.
Jersey Jerry.
I'd say he's a shtick guy.
Shtick guy. Okay, I'm just trying to get the.
But I mean, Dan's a shtick guy.
Dan Katz's a shtick guy.
Yeah, that doesn't mean
you're not. It's not disparaging.
No, he.
Why is Dan a shtick guy?
Like segments and planned out like joke
bits
things,
and
bits, more bits,
yeah,
more bits than like non-bits. Like I'm
bits.
non-bit. He's good. He's great at like bits.
Yeah. What do you think of this place?
It's a fantasy factory.
What do you think of it? Do you like it? Like, would you want to spend time here?
No.
You feel.
I do like it here.
Yeah.
But it
feels like you don't fit in here.
This is not conducive to an environment that I feel like would be.
I'm
best.
the same way. We're both dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Because again,
people are having a good time.
This is a pleasant place and a happy place to show up and work.
I think you would show up for work one day. Things are going wrong. You walk in here, you take a left, and Cons is hitting golf balls or Chap. You would lose your fucking mind.
Yeah. I want an environment that is probably more conducive to unhappiness.
Right. I'm with you. Yeah. But that's not. But this place, everyone seems to like each other. Like
it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, but why does that feel wrong?
Well, that's just who we are.
Yeah.
We're in the Midwest.
I know, but a lot of these people are not from the Midwest, though, right?
Yeah, but
a lot of transplants.
Yes, but there's happy people here.
There are. I know. You're right. You walk in, people offer you food.
Yeah, like there's throughout and it's why Dan and I have been great yin and yang. Like he defers to peace, and I defer to war, and together that has worked. And I think he's got, for the most part, a peaceful crew here.
Yeah, he's got his people here.
Yeah, which is more let's figure this out.
Right. Yeah.
Like he said, there hasn't been.
There's just laughter. Like it's just,
I don't think there's been anybody yelling like I yelled this morning.
I'm sure of that. Yeah, that's just not the way he's going to run the ship. Did you see, by the way, Curran's already backtracked on this Belichick story?
No shit.
Which I told you last night. I said I thought Belichick would be back.
He backtracked already?
The line is, but things could change. That was his
So Curran said later today,
ending
things
line.
can change.
He told, I guess, McAfee? Yeah, he said, but
I mean,
things could change.
I mean, that's
how he
like,
ended it.
everything's a play then.
So that means nothing. That means the whole thing is...
Things could change. What do you think is Michelle Wu thing?
About the party?
Yeah. I was getting ready to blog that.
Yeah, we were not invited to that.
No.
We would not be invited.
There's the Boston mayor.
Oh, but hold on. We talked about earlier in the show.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but let me just say this. You seem to me to be... I understand why, but it seems like this particular, forgetting the Wu thing for a second, this particular issue with Palestine and Hamas, you seem more involved in this than anything you've ever been in before politically. It feels that way to me. I don't know if that's obviously you have are your parents very into it? Or?
No, they're surprisingly.
I feel like your dad would have some.
They can't. My dad can't. We've confronted each other on this because
you have an agreement. You just can't talk about it.
No, we talk about it, but he can't. I think he'd rather if you said, "Hey, all the Jews in the world are going to get murdered," or Trump's president, he's going to murder the Jews.
He's going A.
He's that against Trump.
Okay.
So when I say this is you, the Democrat, a lot of the issues in my mind are extreme left liberal people that you are like kind of support.
You can't have this conversation.
He can't process it.
Oh, it's not that you guys get combative. He just doesn't understand it.
He can't. Those two things can't
don't
coexist.
unite. Don't get okay. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. I've certainly been vocal. I mean, because it keeps it's a continuing thing.
It's crazy. I mean, it's a
schools.
crazy fucking story. I mean,
you're the president of the school, and you can't condemn genocide. And of course, the people are always with this, and this is with anybody. I'm Jewish, so it hits more home.
Sure.
When you're doing that, and it may be a similar story that I don't pay as much attention because it doesn't hit home. That I think is natural.
Yeah.
But there's no way. Like the Claudine Gay, the Harvard. Like if you said there's people throwing on hoods and saying we're gonna kill all the blacks.
Oh, it'd be forget it. Like of course.
Yeah. So it's hypocritical for sure.
What do you think of Shirley Leung? We talked about the start of the show today.
You obviously have much. I don't like her. I don't like anything of it. But it all is the same. Like it's all the same shit to a degree because like the New York Times, defending or basically writing articles trying to discredit the Ackerman guy who's like the lead.
Because they hate him. So now they're right.
And it's
everything's
politicized.
Everything's politicized.
Yeah, you can just always pick sides. But it is crazy that they're not getting rid of
Gay?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, wild. But yeah, anyway, so Michelle Wu, the mayor of Boston, one of her representatives put out an email saying this is a party only for elected people of color. So it's a segregated party.
So my vibe on this smells wrong. It feels wrong to me, but I don't think it's necessarily malice, but it shouldn't be going on. They said it was going on for forever, but it's just part of everything. Why would you... What is the point of that? It just seems to create division. Like why? There's not that many. There's 20 people.
Yeah.
So like you really need...
Very strange. The whole thing is, I don't
like. I don't think they're sitting around and be like, "How do we get at these white people?" But like, what? I just don't. If you're trying to bring people together, why would you send that out? Like again, I don't think there's necessarily malice or anything behind it, but it's just dumb.
What do you think? Why doesn't Harvard just say, "Fuck this, get rid of her," but then hire another woman of color? Like if they're worried about pissing off. Like why? In your mind, why are they so defiant about this?
There may be an element of like nobody tells Harvard what to do. Nobody tells us what to do. We're not going to kowtow to whoever is the pressure. Like we're Harvard, you're not. I do think people make. We talked about this a little bit. I think I don't know if it's. I'm sure they're getting so much fucking money from like the Middle East. So like American endowments, they can afford to lose. But yeah, I think that's probably, to be honest, how selfish. Because even like the Penn lady stepped down, and there's a lot of people saying it doesn't change anything. She's still on thing, but it gets rid of the public opinion. At least, like, I'm not going at Penn anymore, and I don't think a lot of people are. To be that selfish, if you really love the school, and you just step aside, the whole issue pretty much goes away. And like you're saying, they could replace her with. By the way, I don't even.
They're gonna replace her with another wacko. Like it doesn't. That part doesn't even matter.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily buy into like. I don't buy into like the what's it, DEI or whatever they call it, the affirmative action or whatever they're saying. That like that to me has nothing to do with somebody like being able to say we don't condone genocide.
Oh no,
like you know, some of it, she fucked up on an epic level, and is being wildly hypocritical, and you got to be removed. The crazy fact is you have that much time to prepare, and you just.
Did you see what's her face bowed out of SNL? She didn't want to do the sketch.
Yeah. Oh, she looks good doing that.
Yeah, Sicily. No.
Yeah, she said she was uncomfortable. That was crazy too.
Craziest. That was the craziest.
But that is how.
That's how. But exactly.
People are just political. It's like
everything's. That's.
They somehow made this like you damn Republicans. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, how could that be your?
I'm telling you, it's all Trump adjacent still to this.
100%.
Trump snapped everything. Changed
that's like
everything.
my dad.
Right. It continues to bleed. And Trump, if he wins again.
Yeah,
it's going to be worse than it was in
100%.
Like, people are going to lose.
You can't look at anything like
the Mike Portnoy
rational.
crowd is going to go like your dad's going to like move out of the country. Like they're just going to go nuts.
It is crazy. It is.
Do you try and talk? Do you try and?
No, he's. No.
There's no.
Like he hates him so much.
Which I get. Like I get. Like I understand.
He doesn't even know why he hates him, dude.
Yeah, but you never say to him like, what do you hate about him?
He hated him from the beginning. He hates that he doesn't.
Did he hate that you interviewed him?
No,
he was okay with that.
Yeah. I think he.
Would you do that again? He's running for president.
If he was president.
Well, he's running for president.
Yeah, if he was president, I would.
But you wouldn't do it now because you feel like it would be
so.
like a campaign.
I'd want both sides. Like I've been asked when he wasn't. I have no interest. Like a sitting president, yes, definitely.
I don't think Biden's gonna. I'm guessing that's not gonna happen.
I don't think Biden's gonna be the nominee. I can't imagine they'd let him be the nominee.
You're really? So what do you? Who would
Gavin
it be?
Newsom.
What about the vice president?
No, I don't think she will.
Okay.
I think they think Gavin Newsom's and why is he doing all this shit if he's not
like the
running
DeSantis thing?
Yeah, and the
that's a weird one-off if he does.
And he had like the China thing. I don't know.
Okay.
I just think the Democrats know Biden can't win. He can't win. And by the way, he's like just got dementia. But
I actually kind of let me say though, I kind of disagree. I think you're right. His brain is mush. But I think so much of the country now, it doesn't matter who the Democrat. Like I think the country is so divided now. It's like 45, 43, 46, 42, no matter what. Like they're willing to vote for Biden like this, no matter what.
yeah, but I do think there's a middle ground.
And Trump's an anti-vote guy too.
I think there's a middle ground of people who would vote for Trump because they can't vote for Biden. Myself, for sure, being one of them.
But I think that's true the other way too. And I would vote for Trump over Biden. But I'm just saying, I think there are
Me
people
too.
who are like, I can't fucking vote for Trump.
I would vote for Trump over
Newsom.
I hate Newsom. If I could pick my candidate, I've said it.
Is there a Democrat you would vote for over Trump?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
So you're fine if Trump's president?
If I could vote any of them,
Yeah.
I would.
You want Trump over all the Republicans?
No.
Who do you like?
I like. Well, I just have my brain carrying.
Haley, Vivek?
Yeah, Haley.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She
That-
polls very well against Biden. Very well.
I know. And I actually, I've already said I liked her, so people
Right,
have been
right.
paying.
Yeah,
Why
I
am
remember
What's
that,
her first
yes.
name?
Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley. So
Haley.
yeah, I was supposed to meet her.
Yeah.
Because I said that I liked her. She sent me a book. I was supposed to meet her in Miami. She was late, and then I left. But recently,
Yeah.
But I think she's rational, and I don't think intentionally divisive, which is my big. The Trump, anything people say, I can't believe we're doing this big thing with politics. I am worried the country basically goes to war if he's president.
I think that stuff gets overblown though.
I don't know. It was pretty bad last time.
Yeah.
The intentionally divisive thing is a big pull
Yeah.
for me as well.
But
I just can't imagine what. But
that's where I'd agree with her.
I can't imagine what Joe Biden's going to be like 3 years from now.
There's no chance I'd vote for Biden. Not in a million years.
But then on their end, it's like
If it's Trump versus
DNC's
Biden, it's a very
ineptitude
easy
is-
vote for me. I'm voting for Trump.
The
I would
DNC's
do the
ineptitude
same.
is crazy. So it's like
It's possible. I mean, it's possible. Let me ask you this. Forgetting that for a second. So you're going to bet $1 million on this game?
Michigan, yeah.
How does that work? Like, how does it
I'm gonna
actually
have to wire $1 million into my gambling account and then place it.
You can just do it on one wire. Oh, okay, okay. So it just goes in.
Yep. Bank account to my, ESPN bet or whoever I use, and then you probably
Michigan's favored by a point.
Yeah. Okay. You maybe have to be like they know who I am clearly because I bet a lot, and I don't know that any Joe could just get $1 million credit.
I wouldn't think so. Yeah.
It's not credit; it's cash, but you got to get that bet approved.
Okay. So then, if they win, you get
$1 million. Okay. I'll have to bet 1.1 million
because of the
to win $1 million
because of the point spread.
Yep.
That's not going to
when
change.
you put it in the app, it's not going to be automatically through. So it has to get it has to get approved.
Yeah, they won't just. You can't. No app, no casino, no. You can't walk up to a window in Vegas and be like, "I want $1 million."
Right.
That they're going to call someone over. Who is this person? Like that. Same with you gotta. They just don't let you put in.
Is a money line suggesting it's going to move one way or another, or no?
No, I haven't really. I can't tell. It's been stuck where it is.
When are you going to place this bet?
But soon. But I will say, I think it's very much in my favor that almost every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Bama, 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 and Michigan's still favored. They say 90% of the public's on Alabama, yet Michigan's favored. To me, that's sharp money's on Michigan. And I don't think Bama's that good. I think Michigan's very good.
Obviously, you're going to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So if they win, you think they'll play who?
Washington.
Okay.
Washington or Texas.
Would you make another bet like that again?
No, probably not, because they'd be favored versus both those teams, I think.
By more than that.
And yeah, like, I'm not. If Michigan was a 3-point favorite, I really can't do that. I'm not going to bet money line, and I'm not going to bet them favored that much and have them win by 2 points, and then I'm like mad.
Then you're bummed they won the national championship.
Right.
You're going to both games.
I don't know if I'll go to the national championship.
Where's
We have
that?
the Arizona Bowl.
Oh, right.
And then the Rose Bowl is right down the road, so it worked out for me.
That's where. Oh, where's the championship game this year?
Houston.
Oh, you're not going to go to that.
I don't know. Maybe.
No. Yeah. Okay. Are you enjoying the like now? Does it feel different than it did like when you first bought the company, like 5, 6? When you bought the company back, do you feel like it's now?
I feel like we're rounding into a good shape. There's still a lot of things, but we're doing okay.
Yeah. What do you got coming up? Like, what's the next couple of big things? Any ideas in the pipeline or no?
No, well, Super Bowl is always huge.
Right.
We do a lot for that. Yeah, there's a couple things, but we are live, so I'm not.
Yeah, don't do that. Do you feel like you're gonna like? I said this to you, my daughter and her friends know you from pizza. We've talked about this. Like, are you thinking of spinning that off into something else or no? Or are you happy with what it is? Did you mention to me at one point, like when this is before you bought the company back, you were thinking of leaving. You were thinking of doing that like a longer.
Yeah, I was.
You're not now.
No, because that would take too much time and effort.
Too much time.
And I'm back doing way more business stuff.
Okay. Yeah. But the pizza stuff won't slow down, obviously.
I did, I think, 30 places.
In Boston, I'm saying. Yeah. You haven't
Picture
done
of the
it
back seat of the car.
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah,
boxes.
those starting to come up now, right? The Massachusetts ones?
Yeah, started yesterday. Brown Jug in Chelsea. I don't know where we are today, but yeah, Brown Jug yesterday. Good. Lost South Shore Bar Pie. I'm not going to spoil it. I think I found my new favorite.
You told me
I already
this.
told you, my favorite place in Mass.
What grade did you give it? What number? You remember?
Yeah, it was 8.4 and probably low.
8.4 and low.
Yeah, should have been higher.
Huh. Okay. All right. So yeah, tonight. So we have So give me the schedule tonight, Jeff.
8/7 Central, Barstool.tv. Probably about I want to say an hour 20. I believe
The episode.
It is,
okay.
Of stuff that's been taped already.
Mm-hmm.
So you have.
So live shows starting right after.
Immediately.
So why are people saying 6?
To get here?
That's strange. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we don't have to get here until
it starts. They want people to watch.
I don't want to watch. I don't know.
I'm kind of on. For me, that doesn't really bother me. We all.
Are you gonna come here and watch it or no?
Maybe. I mean, I could see you go right in with emotion. It's probably for all the people still on the show right now, beneficial to watch because your anger may
That's
go
true.
up.
That's
and
a
then
good point.
It's like for
That's a good
us,
point.
we've been out of it for so long. I
That's
don't know
true.
that I'm going to have any. My emotions have already settled.
Do you think tonight will be?
I think tonight's going to be hot.
I do too. I was saying this. There's tension in the air.
Well, I do have a question. Kelly Keegs was told she has 20 minutes.
We talked about this. That's not. Gonna
Yeah, that was bad information. That got.
Don't
sent
worry
to
about
me.
that. That's not going to happen.
Where did that come from?
I was originally told she needed to have like X amount of questions for like 20 minutes. Like that's strange. But
I
I
think it
also
could go 2 hours.
But I also knew that doesn't.
But I'm
more
just
up
curious
there.
because I'm always, since I've taken back the company, fascinated on where these things. Who? Where did that come?
That was released from Rob.
That's
He
crazy.
said 20 minutes.
He's
yeah.
a dummy though.
But then I asked him today, and he didn't. He's like because I don't know if it should be over an hour because I'm not going to stop it if it's just going
Who
well.
cares?
Why is
I know,
it?
we
It's
don't
on
have-
pay-per-view.
we're
Like, why is there a? Why is
Yeah.
there a? Like,
We're not
pay-per-view. It's
bumping up into
it's
anything.
on our
Yeah.
site.
That's why I didn't realize. I was like, what? I mean, if we go, we go.
But that's a good. That's interesting. I think the same way too. Like, who sat around and was like, you know what? Let's put a time limit on this and let's make it 20 minutes. Like, why was that? Why is that?
Yeah,
like, what is that? There may be a good answer, but like, what is
There
that?
isn't. There
What is
can't
that being proactive?
Yeah, I think if it's
against?
good, people aren't going to tune out.
And who cares?
And if they are, so what?
Yeah,
they already
right,
bought, like,
right.
You're right. Also, right.
Yeah.
They're not going to.
People sometimes act like we're like network TV. Like we're bump. We have commercial break. We got to bump into like the
CSI
next
or
show.
something.
or
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
doesn't-
what? Let it run at its own pace.
And
It'll
one thing I know is the longer it is, that means like something's
end,
happening.
It'll
Right.
end when on its own volition. People want to tune out, they tune out. It's crazy. Yeah, I was stunned when I heard that. So that's been cleared. She has as long.
Yeah,
as
no,
she
and he
wants.
said he doesn't matter. Says we'll go.
And she knows that.
Yep.
Okay, good.
I feel like there's something. It's a couple of things I'm annoyed about that may get.
I'm sure,
but not even like what's that?
It'll be a good last episode. The live will be good. Well,
the episode before the live is great, really good.
Yeah,
really good.
Well, the tribal.
Tribal's insane.
Yeah,
you can't give anything away, but it's,
No, right.
That's worth $9.99.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you mind getting your haircut?
No, I didn't. I ran out of time.
Yeah,
Well, you Dante, he's like, I get the best guy.
Yeah. I heard, you mentioned this. Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, so I made the appointment.
Okay.
Turns out Fasoli got his haircut by him and showed me a picture. It looked like a raccoon attacked his head, so I canceled it.
Okay. Yeah, Feitelberg was talking about the RA.
Yeah, he had place for me in
Bunker
Bunker Hill.
All right.
There's
Funny
another
enough,
guy. Imagine him on
Just told
Survivor.
Fasoli told you 6. Fasoli's wrong. It's 7 tonight for you to press and watch.
So you have to be there at 7.
But why? The show's at 8.
Well, no, it's 7
7
here. 8,
here.
7
Oh,
Central.
yeah.
8, 7
Got it,
Central
got it.
here. So we're here.
Yeah.
So you get 2 hours of Rico.
Yeah.
Break bread. Get things done.
Now is that on a time limit? Is that a
That is a time limit. That is something you do have to set a time limit.
That's a hard out. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's reasonably a hard out.
But that has common sense and logic to it.
his outfit this morning was we talked about like 3 times the show today. It's crazy. The
Yeah, I'm
beanie and the
concerned.
glasses.
I'm concerned. I think he's going to be. He's like first on my list of concerns tonight.
Tough when he said Dahmer, you said guy who killed John Lennon.
He's the guy who
That's
shot John
not-
Lennon. Yeah, Mark David
easy.
Chapman. Yeah. All right. I'll
right.
let you go. Thank you, Dave. There you go, Dave Portnoy, founder, owner of the company. What are you laughing? It's true. The hell are you laughing at? You found the goddamn thing. All right. Oh, guest galore.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
Anything
did.
else?
There's when I before you walked in, there was no one around. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I
brought
figured
Rico
out-
in, so then I was like, all right, we'll see.
Yeah, tomorrow I think we have Will Compton and Dan.
These studios are tough, by the way. We had a producer walk, but not his fault because I texted him like, hey, we may need a chair. No, like windows. You can't like communicate.
It's a
You
good
really are
point.
trapped.
Yeah, basically I was like, go find somebody. Like,
Yeah, it's
you-
like I had to get up and walk out because
Yeah,
otherwise
it's
there's no way
true.
to do it.
Any predictions without spoilers before we like nothing specific, obviously.
No, I think Bosco is kind of the one to watch. I think a lot of things will revolve around, and that's not spoiling anything. Like you've seen, like there's been some tea leaves and things, and they've been the teasing, like the old dog, new dogs thing. Him and Jerry. I'm curious how that's going to come to a head.
I saw Jerry yesterday said, I hate Rico. He's dead.
Yeah, so I think that's the thing to really keep an eye on. I think Dave's in a good Dave mood, which isn't like
right
happy-go-lucky, but like he's
still feisty.
He's there for a laugh, but could kind of mix it up.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same spot. Yeah.
I'm excited. I think Kelly's going to do a good job. I think it's nice to have an outside perspective because I will say, without getting into details, it's been crazy to see how people have reacted to it from the outside. I'm not even talking about like the early plan stuff, just the way like the details of the show and how like the votes go down. The reaction is so different than when we lived in it because we heard everything.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure. Yeah, I think it's going to be, I think Dave's right. I think it's going to get testy tonight. I don't know if it'll get to that point where relationships are ruined. But I think it's going to be some moments of discomfort if you're watching.
Yeah.
And like, I'll be curious. Like there's a balance where it's like, I don't know how many people are going to go back and be like, geez, remember this moment in episode 4? I don't know if people are going to be in the mood for that. Maybe they will be. I don't know.
I think it's going to be pretty blanket off the top is my guess.
Yeah.
I didn't try to ask too many of like what she's going to ask because
Yeah.
she may throw one at me about the plans. I don't think so. I think it's so far gone at this point.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah.
But I didn't want to ask too much, but I think she's going to get pretty blanket and just kind of see where it goes. And
Good. Yeah, she's a big spot. We'll see how she does. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Yeah.
So we're back tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah, we are back. What time? 9? Do you want to say?
Yeah.
Or 10 Eastern, 9 Central?
Yes.
That's what you said in the email. So I think that's set.
Okay.
We're live though. We're done in like 2 minutes. Is that
Okay.
good? All right. It's the founder of the company.
The hell could that? Now I'm fucking that question.
That doesn't sound good. The 20 minutes thing is nuts.
Yeah.
It's just nuts. I don't like
that might have been a miss. That might have been a miss.
because that went around like it always does.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say 9-10 Central tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be nice to be like free to like we can say everything.
Yeah.
Finally say everything.
Oh, thank God.
That's what I
just
mean, like it's been like
even
you know,
dancing in the act. Dan's like, I didn't even talk about this fucking show on here.
Right.
He's like, because he talked about his elimination and he got shit, and he's like, I'm just done talking about that. He's like, because now I don't even want to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So
And it was hard too. We mentioned it. You and I talked at length about this. That because we lived in it, so many things blended together. There were days where I thought someone the other day said, "Hey," PFT said to me, "He's like, hey, when does the Che crying air?" I said, "I think it's in 2 days." It was the same day he asked. He's like, "It aired." I was like, "Oh
Right.
shit!" Like
I forgot. I
it all
forgot
blends.
about it. Yeah. I got messed up. I was like, oh, that happened.
Blends
That's right.
together.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about the. I'd forgotten about the quiz that everybody took. Like I just forget
Yeah.
about shit. I'm like, oh, I was like, did I do that? And
I
was like,
legitimately
oh,
forgot. I forgot one of the challenges completely.
One of the ones that's
And
already
I
been on,
helped
or
plan them, and I was like, I don't even know what this is. It was one that aired like 2 days ago. I was like, oh, or the last week. I was like, that's what that was.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So tomorrow we are back.
You have a guest confirmed tomorrow.
We have Will Compton.
Yeah.
And Dan Katz.
Yeah.
I said this.
Oh, well. That flustered me.
Yeah, you're fine. He's fine.
No, I'm just, I don't. What could it be?
I think it's. Yeah, actually, I have no idea. It could be fucked. Thanks to John and Kevin and Dave and Rico. We're back tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock Eastern with who knows who's going to be here, but it'll be interesting. We'll talk to you then. Goodbye.